Hey, to everybody, as you all see what I got going on in my background. I don't know why we got this bottle of water here in the background. Why do we have this in the background? I need to be drinking this. And besides, it makes it look junky back in the back there, doesn't it? Life happens. Well, I'm hoping everyone is doing okay as I come to you in the comfort of my living room. Oh gosh, man, now I see what I can use the back drop to do some work back there. Oh, well, have some some candles going and some cool things in the back there. That's what I can do. Exactly, exactly. So I just wanted to just talk to y'all for a minute as I create. I'm creating. I'm actually doing some. I'm doing some beading. That's what I'm doing. I am doing some beading. I just took a bath and put my gown on, so excuse me for sitting here with my gown on. Um, I'm sure you all don't mind. As I'm looking for a lot of things, I'm hoping I don't have to get up. Mama hoping she don't have to get up. Do I have to get up? I mean, like, where is everything? Oh, it's over there, and I can't even get up to go over there to get it. So, I mean, everything is on the other side of this room. Y'all doing okay? Huh? Are y'all doing okay? I hope y'all doing all right. As Mama look for some things that she needs. I got cases and cases and cases of charms and jewelry over here. I have a lot going on here. We got 3 people in the chat. What's up to y'all 3? Do I have like anybody making some comments or something like that here? Okay, there aren't any comments right now. So I'm getting ready to make a necklace, y'all. Um, have a little sip of water. Just giving everybody some time to get over here. Hello, hello. Phil D. Floria. How are you? Greetings from Quebec. Quebec, she says, Canada. How are you? What's the weather like over there? Okay, you get the Basa welcoming call. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't want to be too loud, because I don't want to wake the dead. Not right now. Are we at the witching hour yet? Not quite yet. For some of you all, it is the witching hour. Aziza, you doing okay? Hey, Mega Dragonfly, how are you? Let me have me a little sip of this water. You all see some remnants of this lipstick that I had on a little bit earlier. Still keeping my hair up. Show your grays. Okay, the fear that they have is if I influence you all to continue to leave your hair in your natural state and allow it to gray, then they won't feel special no more. They won't feel special. They need us to make them feel special. Women always remember that. We got to make them feel good. A man just love it, when a woman walks out the door, she has her heels on and she's got them spikes, you know what I'm saying, on, and she's switching back and forth to him. That means she has put so much time and effort into presenting herself for him, and it makes him feel special. But we're going into a world, and I do want to say this to especially black men. Black men, get comfortable with your women in their natural state. And yes, we are your women, believe it or not, because you all are our men, okay? Nothing about that is ever going to change. So, when your mother is your woman, your sisters, your cousins that are women, that are girls, your little girls, if you have any, okay? They're all your women, believe it or not. We're not talking about women in a sense that you're going to be intimate with them, but they are your protege, and there's nothing at all anyone can do about it. But I need you all to get comfortable with your women in their natural state. Hello. Okay? Because where we're going, okay, in the up and coming years, like Granddaddy would say, are years. There will be no weave, no wigs to hide under. Because I see that wigs and weaves are something to hide under. You know, like people will say, oh, she looks so young for her age, but she has on a wig and she has on, with all these different things, wigs and weaves and relaxers. I mean, it's so much of that going on with the makeup and everything until you're not really seeing this person in a natural state. You're seeing them in a false state. You know what I'm saying? So y'all men, y'all better come on, get with it now, cause we got to look at y'all. I mean, it may not even be no razors available. So if it ain't no razors available, guess what? Get ready to see women walking around with beards and mustaches. Women who grow hair on their face, have you figured out? You on live. Have you all figured out how you gonna shave? Women, yeah, you got to get used to seeing your men. Y'all, I'm working on a doll right now. Y'all want to see the process of how I do the swamp doll? Anybody want to see that? That's kind of loose. It's very, very loose. I'm gonna have to take that off. Anybody want to see the process? So, uh-huh. Yeah, they ain't Crystal. They're not gonna give out no notifications for this channel. Yeah, I can talk about it too. I am blue in the face. It will never, ever happen. It's the way they're trying to control the content. I mean, and I can understand. I don't blame them because they know that I have the power. You understand? As a leader to change the game. Uh, like I said, they don't want me telling y'all that you're beautiful in your natural state. Just wear your own hair. You don't need to put on no wigs, no weave. You don't need no makeup on. You know what I'm saying? I put a little lipstick on every now and then, you understand, for fun. It's really for fun, but not to mask anything. And I'm here to say, women, you're beautiful without all of that. And don't hide your status. You know, this is my status. This gray hair is my status. This lets you all know that I've had some time here on this planet. This is what that represents. That, you know what I'm saying, that I have some classroom experience. Hello. Hello, LT. And hello, Chris, and thank you for moderating. Yes, so this is one man, and a lot of nights y'all gonna catch me here, so y'all have to wait for a notification. You know, they know who's the threat and who's not. Now all day long, everybody knows that I'm the threat. Even though some people may say, "Oh, your views are just dropped because you're boring. You don't have it no more." Oh, baby, I got that and some. And like I say, I don't blame the people who run YouTube for what they do because, like, hey, I have the potential to change the entire game plan, and ain't nobody ready to see women walking around. I'm encouraging women to walk around without all of this facade. You don't want me to change that. I'm telling y'all, get up out the churches. Don't let your children go to church and then curse them. That's why ain't no views over here. You ain't get no notification. And y'all don't get upset with them because I am a triple threat. Hello? I'm trying to teach y'all how to curse them. Get very comfortable with your curses. Uh, Now, curses are not always needed. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, sometimes, you have to take a different approach. But, when you can't get no justice in the justice system, you can't get, and they ain't treating you right, and you got law enforcement abusing you, you can't get no act right from your mates and from your neighbors, and you got all these different people and stuff around you and stuff trying to do things to you. Curse them. I know I am the only spiritualist on YouTube that's encouraging you. to curse them. Don't go around cursing innocent people. Please, y'all, don't do nothing like that, okay? But I want you all to work on cursing people who you have a legitimate claim that have wronged you all. Did anybody want to see this little voodoo doll? Anybody want to see it? Look, let me talk to y'all. I want to talk about some black magic. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking about black magic for a minute. And I'm telling you, this shit is real. You ain't got to believe at all. But it believes in you. Hello? It believes in your ass. Hello? And so I just want to talk about all of that. Um, some of my dolls are used for black magic, to be honest with you. Some of the people that purchase the dolls are Magi's or Magi's in the making. I've heard statements like, "Oh, you need to be real careful, honey, because you're tied into whatever they do with these dolls. You're tied into it too." That's what I was born to do. I was born to do that. I'm the Messiah. I came to bring. I'm the motherfucking savior. Now I know a lot of folks said, "Oh, she's just too cocky. I got to go," but I'm the motherfucking savior. See, y'all thought Jesus was gonna come here being a goddamn white man. Well, hell no, he's a goddamn black woman. You understand? I'm here to free my women and free people from that to the church of lies. I'm here to tell you that there's something more powerful than Jesus, and that's you. That's what I came here to do. I don't make no apologies about it or anything like that because that's my belief system. You know what I'm saying? I believe I can heal me before Jesus can. I believe that I and my spirits can fight and war and wage war against my enemies before Jesus can. And I changed my whole thinking when I saw my mom sitting on a bed, calling out to Jesus and everything when she was dying, and he never showed up. You know what I'm saying? In agony and in pain and all of that. So then that's when I began to see that the whole Jesus thing was a hoax. Don't get me wrong. I'll call that name too when I'm in a crisis. Hello, Mama had cut her finger, and it just not healed back, and she called on Jesus. But I was calling on the Jesus in me because I know at the end of the day, that's who I am. Don't y'all know that? I know that's who I am. I want y'all to see the dog. Okay, so they don't want me to tell y'all that y'all more powerful than they are. You're more powerful than they are. You're more powerful than these politicians and stuff that use your energy talking about come on and vote. Voting is a ritual. That's all that shit is. They gather up and collect all your damn energy so that they can go and do some other little sinister stuff with it. I am not voting on, I don't care who is the motherfucking president. People might get mad with me, but if you look at it, the options that are available, I don't down one of them in there, so why would I go in there and vote? What you want me to do? Go and take the lesser of the evils or what have you? Ain't nothing in there gonna represent me. So what am I going over there wasting my time over there for? Now, if you want to go, that's fine, but don't. Yeah, I done had some people. Now, even my daughter wanted to argue with me one time because I said, "Oh no, I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to waste my time." Cause they decide who they want to put in there. You're just going down. You're just going down there like just to have something to do. They gonna decide who going in office. What's the sense of me going? I don't matter to them and their agenda and their system. And I don't expect for mine to matter to them. But for some reason, it does matter. Because if it didn't, I would still be getting these these thousands and thousands and thousands of views. But no, they're not going to let me have that because I represent something that they fear. This is what they fear, and I don't blame their asses for fearing that. Now, a lot of folks might just say, "Oh, that's just a piece of statue. This girl got to be out of her mind." But they know the power in it. You don't, but they do. Matter of fact, they know more than you do. Matter of fact, they know you are more powerful than you can imagine. They know this. And they just want you to discover. You're so powerful that you don't even have to use physical violence to get whatever you want to get. You don't need that. Okay? People, and thank you so much, Sean, for the super chat. Thank you. You know, look, I want all of my people in my circle. You understand? I don't care what color you are. I want you to develop your black magic skills. Okay? Even though I talk about the symptoms, the signs of black magic, at the end of the day, you still need to know how to execute that. You don't have to take to the streets. Oh my God. Get out the motherfucking streets rioting. Even though I said I admire the fact that they took a stand and all that. Beautiful. But the power is really is moving in silence. That's what it is. The silence. You ain't got to be seen. You ain't got to be heard. All you got to do is get somewhere in that dark closet to do your work. And you know, we're going to do some work. Matter of fact, I'm going to do some classes. Well, we need to do some classes how to protect yourself from it. But how many people are doing classes on sorcery? We going to need classes on sorcery. I'm a sorceress, born to do it. I'm just so happy now just to hear people say that I ain't no witch. They ain't got no power. Oh, that's so sweet. I like that. Because for a long time I grew up with people persecuting me because they said I was one. But now I get the comfort of people saying you're not one. And see, the reason why I like that even more, because when I sit down and I take my time to do my work on work in any kind of way, you know, I don't have to be worried about nobody suspicious of me, trying to do some work on me or what have you. Because remember, I'm not a witch. I'm fake. I'm fake. So, you know, ain't no reason to do nothing to me. You understand? I mean, I was sadly mistaken when I showed up in 2008. I was confused when I came on there and said, "Hey, y'all, I'm a witch." I was confused, and the very people who say now I'm not a witch and stuff. Where were you in 2008? Where were you? As I was brave to take that walk and come out here myself, the only black witch out here. It's interesting to see you two, you know, subtract from me. I came March of '08. They changed it to May of 2008. So they may have moved it up some now. Oh, they don't want. Oh, they don't want y'all to know that I've been here forever. Mama's still here growing old over here on YouTube. She growing old over here. I'm a veteran on these streets. And not here to brag. It's just the fact that I'm just letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I've stood the test of time. This is what they don't want y'all to mess with. Because they know this shit get the job done. They know it. This get the motherfucking job done. There's a power spirit in here. Spirits in there. Blow your breath up in there. Put your energy in it. They know what's in there. They fear it. And that's really all black people got, is the ability to curse. That's what you got. It was a gift. Everybody got the ability to get to curse. You can be any color. You understand? But black people, that's all you got. You understand? Start working on it. If you don't use it, you lose it. I don't have to go and get no shotgun to deal with nobody. Now, it'd be good to have one. If somebody busts in the door with one, that'd be good. But if you're doing all your protection work, hell, that's what this in place for. This keeps a watchful eye on you. You deploy your spirits and send your spirits out. Now, see, I don't expect for everybody to get an understanding of what that is. It depends on what your reality is. My reality, you understand what I'm saying? Mine's personally, defies all explanation. And if you come into my energy field, do not expect the physics, the mechanics of what you used to work in my energy field. And I want you all to start expressing this. Express that. The reason why is because where we finna get ready to go, it's gonna take some goddamn miracles. We're gonna be saying, I'm looking for a miracle. Expect the impossible. We're gonna be singing that right there. You understand what I'm saying? We talking about we're gonna be calling manna from the skies. How many sorcerers do we have in here? Do we have any sorcerers in here? Thank you. Crystal Raven Rose says that doll looks awesome. Here we go. Now, do you see, do this put fear in you? If you to come your home and see this sitting on the table, does this put the fear in you? Is it convincing? Right. And this is why they don't want y'all over here on this damn channel. Because I'm going to have a class and I'm going to teach every last one of you how to make your own. Okay, I got somebody. Hang on, let me let them know. I'm going to call them right back. Watch this. Oh, you know what? I'm doing a live stream. As soon as I finish, I'm going to call you back, okay? Okay, I'm going to call you back. You going to be up? Okay, bye-bye. I work late nights. I get phone calls all times of the night. But you ain't going to get me in the afternoon. It's just a waste of time because I be sleeping. You understand? I have to be up, watchful, tending to my spirits so that they can keep an eye on everything. Hello? And when they do shit, they do knock on the goddamn door. Okay? We talking about a life where I have to cut myself and bleed. Do y'all want to get deep into sorcery? Y'all would not recognize Gede's face. Blood is all over his face. I'm telling you the real dark side of what I do. That's the dark side. You know, because they be wanting some blood. Women who are menstruating, you lucky you can use your menstrual blood. For the rest of us, we have to cut or prick our finger. Disclaimer, I'm not encouraging anyone to get out there and to cut themselves deliberately, okay? I got to get up and get some, y'all. Mama don't want y'all to see her boobs hanging, so let mama put some, hey, like grandma would say, let mama put something up here. And y'all know I don't talk like this for real. Mama got to put something up here so y'all won't see her boobs. Hello? Hello? Okay, I got to get some. Yes, Lord. Okay? Woo! I'm back. I want y'all to see my boobies. Because these boobies done been through a lot. Yeah, okay, they don't suckle babies. Hello? What do you expect? Okay? Okay. So, so on the serious side of sorcery, know that you got to sacrifice something sometimes. And I'm working on a manual. Here's one of my manuals, y'all, that I finally got. I want you all to see it. And here it is right here. This is one of my manuals. Voodoo Doll Operation Manual. I actually drew the front page. That's me drawing that. That's me and Gede. Actually, this is me, and that's Gede with his white mask on. And that's me with my colorful dreadlocks on. Voodoo Doll Operation Manual. You can look down in the description link if you'd like to purchase it and everything. And by Mother Wisdom Tree here. Okay, and here's the back of the book. It may be some mistakes, y'all, but pardon me for the mistakes. You know, you'll get the idea. Thanks to the help of Miss Mary. Miss Mary helped me. Here we go. Here it goes. That's the introduction. And so I have, and I haven't put them on the website yet. I have like how many available? I got 3 available. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 3 available. 3 of these available because I just sold one. So we also have like patterns in here. Like if you want to cut it out, you can make your own doll. If y'all want to purchase a pattern from me, I will put patterns on the website. I just don't quite know how to fix it where you can just go ahead on and print it out on a printer and cut it out, because some people, they do it like that. I think you make a payment and maybe I shoot to you like the pattern, a pattern and the instructions, or you can buy this. But the only thing about it, the pattern in this book, and some people y'all have it, the pattern in this book is very tiny. So if you're not a good person to sew, you may not be able to flip this inside out. Don't flip it inside out. Do not flip your doll inside out. You know, sew it on the outside and then go and stuff it. Don't flip it. And I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay? You know how you sew something, then you turn it inside out so that the stitches won't show? With these dolls, since they're so small, the patterns are so small, just go ahead and stitch it like this on the outside. I'll give you a demonstration one day. And then go ahead on and stuff it and then sew it closed. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help people develop their self-defense black magic. That's it. I mean, I would love to kind of wrap my head around, you know, just allowing people to do, you know, all type of manner of evil towards me, and then I just love them to death. Love is a very high frequency. I think it's beautiful, but you cannot use love when it comes to people who are using a very dense, low level negative magic. They don't. The two of them are like oil and water. It's not gonna work. So for the occasion, that's when it's time to go ahead on and start. You know. And I'm not encouraging you all to do this, because I don't want to bring no harm to nobody. Disclaimer. That's when I sing, oh, the blood, oh, the blood, oh, the blood done sign my name. And that ain't gonna work for everybody. You got to have that lineage line to these southerners to do it. Now, you can try to do it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it might work. I'm not sure. But I'm just saying, you know, I know it works for me. I can't say it's gonna work for everybody. But if I start singing, oh, the blood done sign my name. Let me sing it. Oh, the blood. Oh, the blood. Oh, the blood done sign my name. Oh, the blood. Oh, the blood. Oh, the blood done sign my name. Oh, the blood done sign my name. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, the blood done sign my name. Jesus told me. Y'all know I made him say, Jesus told me. Oh, the blood done sign my name. Jesus told me. Jesus told me. Oh, the blood done sign my name. Oh, the blood done sign my name. That's when you're in trouble right there. Well, if the Southerners start humming, you in plenty of trouble. Because they say the devil don't understand it and it's dangerous. When you hear Grant and them get the humming in there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you didn't pay no attention to it. But, it's so effective to carry out magic. So when you talk about Southern hoodoo, they talk about a lot of different things and stuff like that, but they seldomly talk about the fact that when you're in these Southern Baptist churches and they go to saying, was Jesus bear the cross alone and all the world go free? See what I'm saying? They go to doing that right there. That's that Christian magic, that Southern Christian hoodoo magic right there. And don't let nobody sit up and drop a line and say, Pastor, I've been tormented by such and such and such and such, because they are dangerous. I don't mess with that church. It's just little old me over here by myself. Mama ain't trying to come up and I ain't trying to raise no trouble with them people. I do say the church need to close. But I ain't finna war with the pastor, because that ain't nothing but a warlock. I always know that the pastor is a warlock. He got warlock powers, and there's some warlock women up in there that's preaching too. But yeah. I just gave y'all a crash course and how this system works in hoodoo. They talk about all the different recipes and stuff, how you can take the actual sap from the pine tree. That was medicine right there. The sap from the pine tree, and you can eat it, you can drink it. They make resin out of it and get the turpentine out of it, and use it for cough syrup and tuberculosis and all of that stuff like that. But they don't talk to you about that other stuff, how they go in these churches, you understand, and curse people. That's not talked about. They don't talk about how you wondering where your black cat at. In Southern hoodoo, we love the black cat. Mama went to get her I went to get 2 black cats out of love in Georgia. I never will forget. It was all out of love. Because I'm fascinated with them and stuff like that. They let everybody have one but Mama. Mama couldn't even understand. I'm like, why? Why don't they want me to have a black cat? Go to the cat hospital and stuff. They let my friend have one, but they looked at me and said, "Oh, we don't have any more." That's a witch. She gonna sacrifice this cat. Which I wouldn't do that. But if it came down to it, you understand. And I had to save myself. Mama gonna have some cat stew. Hello. Have anybody ever thought about sacrificing a black cat? I know folks are some animal lovers, y'all, but let me have a little conversation here. I'm not encouraging anyone to sacrifice any animals, okay, of any kind, okay, first of all. So I won't get in no trouble over here. I'm not encouraging that. But I'm just saying, if y'all got yourselves in some serious trouble and they said the only way to save yourself is to drop that black cat in a pot of boiling hot water, could you do it? Would you do it to save somebody you love? Maybe you got a sick daughter or a sick child, or maybe you got an affliction your mom needs saving, and the recipe is to have the lucky bone that floats to the top. Hello. Anybody willing to do it? Crystal says she's an animal lover, so that's good. So talk to me, Crystal. So you say, so what would you do in a situation like that? If somebody you love and you needed something like that, you would just what? Just tell them, ain't nothing I can do to help you, baby. It's just time for you to check out. What would you do? Talk to me. Because Mama is going to have to get her pot good and hot. Hello? Y'all know I'll do it. I get my pot ready. Okay? Who all in here said no? Okay, Crystal says no. No what? Hey, Mike, how you doing? Mike said, I'm willing. Okay. Because that's what we do down south. Do we do that? We sacrifice animals. That's hoodoo. If you ain't sacrificing no animals, you ain't doing no hoodoo. Y'all talk about that little sweet, some fluffy something. Oh, they said all we got to do is get to the little this here herb and that herb and put it together, and then we can do these things and stuff like that. Okay, go ahead with your herbs. While you doing that, these folk around here will kill you. They will kill your ass. They put all kind of shit in your yard and shit, and don't care. And they be both black, white, Mexican. They don't have a heart. I never will forget what they did to one of my animals. Y'all, like, I can't keep no animals and stuff for folks doing all kind of stuff to them. I ain't gonna even talk about what they did to one of my animals. Do you hear me? I ain't going there. Um, One time I came home, I think I was like 29 or something, 30 years old. Somebody had just painted blood all up my rails. And for some reason, when they paint blood on your house, you can't stay there. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the ritual to get you up out of there. If somebody paint blood on your house, or they put some cayenne peppers or some bread out there, you ain't gonna be out there long. Because you ain't gonna be that long, you're gonna just make you move. A lot of folks think they can't move out their house. Oh, I got this. My house is paid for. Folks get to work in this magic and stuff and fix it. Well, you can't stay in there. They can make it very uncomfortable for you to be in there. House can be haunted. Shit, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? A smell can come through your house that you can smell like a skunk all day and all night long, like 100 dead skunks all over your house. You gonna stay in that? Let's talk about black magic. Hello? And like I said, I wanna get back into this again. What I like about America is I can get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be barbaric and walk around with a machete like I'm in a third world country. Not right now, I don't. Chopping niggas' heads off. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that. I can sit comfortably in my living room with the lights out and concentrate on what I need to do when people wrong me. I don't know why people thumbs the videos down and get mad when you're talking about black magic protection. You know, I can see that people have a problem with that, especially when I be putting my dollars on here. Only people can have a problem with that is people who don't want people to defend themselves. But everybody has the right to defend themselves. Don't you all think so? It wouldn't be fair for people not to be able to get them one of these dolls right here and defend themselves. You should be able to get this here. I'm going to put some tribal makeup on his face and everything. And then I got to make the earrings and all of that stuff. I'll sit here till 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 in the morning. Y'all, the response to purchase these dolls is amazing. People are purchasing the dolls. It's amazing, amazing. And I thank Spirit for this opportunity and for the people who are like buying and stuff. I put a doll on there last night. Oh my God. That doll was gone within 10 minutes. It was gone in 10 minutes, y'all. I think everyone needs one. Everyone. I got me one too. This is a swamp doll. These stones were gathered at the creek, hand-picked by me. I picked these. Okay. It has herbs in it. It's infused with herbs. The stone represents the crystal. And he's looking at me. He's looking at y'all. He's looking. Okay. I got this in Selma at the graveyard. I got this right here. It was hanging on a magnolia tree. I pulled a bundle of it, but I did ask. It was a go. And in exchange, I did give blood. I gave blood. But Mama hit this finger right here with some, yeah. Mama went straight across that finger just like that with a chef's knife. Don't y'all do this now, okay? Let it bleed out. And it wouldn't stop bleeding. Mama had to have some stitches. But I could cut this here. And no, I'm not a cutter. Just for, some people cut because they have like a lot of emotional pain and they have to be put in a ward or something like that. That's not me. I do it. I give blood to my dogs. And I'm not telling y'all to do any of that, okay? Don't. This is just for people who are sorcerers and stuff like that. I got some spirits over here that came here with me. I'm not like everybody else. So what worked for everybody else don't work for me. I'm sort of like one of a kind. I'm an introvert. You understand? And basic logic that works on everybody else, it don't work on me like that. So I have spirits that have to be appeased. And they don't be playing. They don't be playing. When you doing stuff like this here, something propels me to do this. And it's not of me. It's something very supernatural. Very supernatural. Am I right? And he ain't playing. I have seen, I've positioned these things, and they've literally just turned. I remember I had one over Auntie's house, and then and we were just running our mouth talking. But I had the doll turn to me. Auntie had her doll over on the other side on the table, and all of a sudden my auntie looked at my doll. She said, "You better not." That's what she said to my doll. "You better not." I said, "Auntie, what is going on?" She said, "Your doll facial expression is changing." I said, "What?" She said, "Look at that doll." She said, "One minute that doll was turned over here looking at you. Now," she said, "the doll is turned and looking at my doll." And I looked at my doll. My doll was like looking down at her like this. Like, "I don't like you, bitch." I never will forget. I had went to somebody's house with the dolls because in the beginning, I wanted people to see them, and I would just go places with my dolls and stuff, and people were frightened to death, and I'm like, "What is going on?" I went over a friend of mine's house, and my friend used to love the dolls. She said, "Girl, bring them here," because I had names for them, like Chuck, just all kind of different names. She said, "Bring such and such over here." And I would bring them over there, sit them on the table and everything, and they would listen. The dolls would listen to us talk and everything. She'd be like, "The facial expressions are changing." And one time she had company over, some people from Detroit. I think I told you about this. And so the people came down from Detroit and everything. And she said, look at Vanita's dolls." And she gave one of them the doll, and it was about 5 of them. They were just throwing the doll like this here. The doll's over there to the day. And then they throw the doll, and woo, woo. I'm like, I said, "Whoa, what the fuck is going on here? Why is y'all throwing my damn doll?" And the lady said, "Oh, these are voodoo dolls. I'm scared of them." They went washing their hands and stuff. And to me, they were like dolls. I mean, I never ever understood. I'm live streaming. I mean, they could see you. Dang, it's some things that I need. Mr. Willis trying to hide from y'all. Y'all see him, don't he? Crawling on his knees like a dog. But anyway, I don't know why he don't want to come on camera, because everybody done already seen you already. But yes, that's what that's what her company did. They got scared, y'all. Where it went? That company got scared. I think I'm just gonna put a necklace on him. And this one right here is already sold. I have my booked. I'm booked. I have like I got a mermaid to do. I have like a peace doll to do. I have a Gede, two Gede dolls to get done, and a host of necklaces and stuff to the point. Some of y'all I promised necklaces and stuff like that won't be able to get it. So if you hadn't sent your money, don't send it because I went in there today and I could not find any more supplies. I just couldn't do it. Couldn't find nothing. I'm done with that. So I'm gonna have to change up, you know. I'm gonna have to change up the style on it. So that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Mama keeping her hair. Y'all see me a lot keeping my hair up. That's the henna from long ago. That stuff's still in there. Y'all see me keeping my hair up. I seldomly wear it down because I'm trying to keep the tension off of the. Y'all would take my dress down? Mama's dress, seriously, okay, can use a CV wash, okay? A CV wash without the baking soda, because as you all can see, baking soda will make your hair feel crunchy or something like that. So this is all of the henna when I was like trying to be cute and I was doing the fashion locks. That's what that is. Should I take my dress down and do a dreadlock video? Okay, nobody wants to see them. Hey, Big B, how you doing? Okay. Chris wants me to take them down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scoot over here. Let y'all see the junk in the bacon. See my baking soda? I'm finna get ready to make my concoction up. I'm going to make my CV baking soda concoction for tomorrow because my hair is drying out terribly. And so before I put oil on, I like to wash it real good and stuff. I'm not good with locks. That's why I decided to go ahead and go, what you call that, freeform. I'm a freeformer because I ain't going to be keeping up with no twisting and can on and all of that. So it is dry, very dry. Here we is. This mama's dreads. My dress come all the way down to my legs now. Y'all wouldn't be able to see it because I have them. And like I said, they feel dry, especially. And you got to be careful. You don't want your dreadlocks to dry rot. That's the last thing you want. But they will actually dry rot if they're not kept hydrated, you know, or whatever. Daily, what I would do, I'll wet my hair. I'll wet the ends and then flip it up and turn. But you have to be careful because your dreadlocks will begin to sour. You know, if you do that. But I only would do something like that only in the summertime. Because in the summertime, you know, your hair dries super fast. But I would not wet my hair now and go to bed because the bed would be drenched. So I would stand up so y'all can see how long they have gotten. This is what you call at the top now, because the freeformers in the community are very meticulous about what is accepted to be freeform and what is not. If you have started any, y'all see I got the cross up there right now. I'm doing a book on that, so y'all stay tuned. I said once again, y'all, if you're interested in this book has a pattern so you can make your own voodoo doll. Here it is, here there. And I actually took some film footage of those are my hands. And don't think my hands are swole. I got fat hands. Okay, a lot of folks think mama hands be swole all up. See, mama got big old hands. You understand? And they're fat. This is what you're witnessing, the fat. I'm a very healthy woman. Hello, when it comes to eating. And so I have like little diagrams and little things in here, you know, so you can make your own doll. I think there's some people out there now to have my dolls, and what you can do if that pattern is too small, you can always blow it up. you can enlarge it. And if you enlarge it, then it's something about creating your own doll. Your own doll is far more powerful when you put your energy into making it and stuff in your the hair, the nails. I don't know what kind of doll you're gonna do. If you're doing like one of them black magic dolls or something like that, and you want to put some work on somebody, you're gonna put their things in there. But if you're doing a doll to heal yourself, you're gonna put your things in there. You know what I'm saying? I just love this. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. And I think my dolls are so pretty. I just look at them. A lot of people say oh, they're scary looking. And oh, that's evil. This is my heritage. This is my heritage. What do you mean? This is probably what my great, 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 great grandfather looked like. I have no fear when I see him because I'm looking at an ancestor. You understand? He may have been a head hunter. He may have chopped heads off of people who came into his territory that did not belong there and ate it. I'm not going to judge him because the fact that he ate it and kept himself alive is the reason why I'm here. So I have no problem with him if he was accountable. You got to eat. What I'm trying to say is, black people, get comfortable with the fact that your ancient relatives, you understand, may not have been so-called what they call civilized. Civilized only means that there is a engineered construct, a civilization that was created by man. Now, you know doggone well in the beginning of time, they didn't have none of that. Wasn't no civilization. Them people was trying to survive. That don't make them bad people. If they turned your skull into a bowl so they can have something to eat, or a monkey skull into a bowl or something like that. That's what it took to make it. Hello? Just don't make mine in the name. So anyways, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to, because people be saying, well, I'm scared. Y'all, please don't come to my channel. All the scary people, you're not welcome here. If you're a scary person and faint of heart, please exit, because this is advanced witchcraft here. I sacrifice chickens and roosters and things of that nature. So you don't want to be here. Goats. I've never really took a goat down by myself, but I'm just saying I will do it. What's wrong with that? People have a problem with it. I can understand, you all feel being repulsed if you are vegetarians and stuff like that. But I'm just saying now, I can understand that. But I don't understand people who sit down and eat chicken wings having a problem with that. If you done been to Buffalo Wild Wings today, or yesterday, or the day before yesterday, what's your problem with people who butcher their own animals? Come on. What is wrong with you? And you just done had a cheeseburger and some French fries, or you done had your steak. But if mama said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead on and take that cow on down, so I can go ahead and have, for the winter time, all my little beef patties put up, whatever. Oh, mama, you going to do something like that? I would have been the person to, like, if y'all needed surgery, if you needed surgery back in the day, it would have been me that would have done your surgery. If a woman was giving birth to a baby, okay. Now, them snakes, y'all gonna let y'all have them, because I done heard some heinous things about some snakes. Y'all had them snakes. But if somebody had to have, if you had to get that baby out, I'm going to do just like that man. I'm going to sit on your stomach if that baby don't come out until that baby pop. That baby pop. Clean on action. Down, twist the leg. A midwife delivered me. So think about all of the challenges that a midwife had. She had a lot of challenges because she was expected to keep mom and the baby alive. That's a lot of pressure, y'all. I'm telling y'all, get y'all books out. Learn how to be doulas. Just in case. Just in case ain't no hospitals. We're going to need midwives. How many midwives out there? Just in case. We're going to need dentists that's going to be pulling teeth without no anesthesia. These are dog ages. Leg need to be set back. Ain't no medicine. We got to set that leg back without that. I'm telling you what they went through. You know? Oh, Chris said they'd call them witches if the baby didn't make it. I was told that the midwife, and I got a chance to meet her. That's how I found my biological mom. And yeah, let me do a little stir time real quick. A lot of y'all already heard this story, but I found my biological mom. You know what, y'all? I think I'm gonna take me a break tonight, cause I got to make another necklace. And like I told y'all, some of the necklaces are going to vary. But some just said, take a break. Just get you some rest. You know what I'm saying? Dang, I sure wouldn't mind having something to eat, but I don't need nothing to eat. I might make me a salad. Dang, I didn't get no baby spinach. All I got in there is iceberg lettuce. Store time. So when I went to this place, it was like a courthouse, and I asked this judge. I had to write and get written permission for this judge to tell me who my biological mama was. And the judge granted it to me. And when the judge gave it to me, it was very brief. And it just said biological mom. And I was like, oh, who is she? Who is she? It said Alabama, pensions, and security. So I was disappointed right then off the bat. And because I paid money for it, I'm like, this is all I get? This is all y'all gonna tell me is that I was so hurt, man. It was a journey that was so painful. And so, because I had this thing in my mind, you know, that my biological mama was always thinking about me. And I had another adoptee that told me, she said, baby, if your biological mama was thinking about you, you wouldn't be an adoptee. But I couldn't fathom that. And she was like, don't even bother, girl. When I met my biological mama, and then I had another girl tell me that too. She said it was just another disappointment, more pain. But I didn't want to hear her. I think everybody deserved to know. I said, I'm finna find out who she is. We don't want to know who the dad is. We just want to know who the mama is. So that wasn't good enough. So they told me, well, you got to do such and such and such and such and such and such, and then you'll find out. So I did what they told me to do. And then they sent me to some type of agency or something that handles adoptions and all of that. And there was this lady. She was a social worker. And she read it out to me. She still wouldn't give me no name because at the time, Alabama protected biological parents. And so she read to me, she said, you are from Dallas County, which is Selma, Alabama. That's your birthplace. And I said, duh, I already know that. And she said, here, date, she had a date. She said, here, April of 1967, we have a young lady that appears to be such and such. They gave her height, 5 foot, something. She's a tall lady like I am. And her hair is cut in a bob. Whatever that means. She is very, very, this is what they said. She is very, very dark skinned, is what they said on there. Very slender lady. But we found out that, maybe, the person that was white may have seen her as being a very, very dark skinned woman. And it said that I was a medium brown complexion. Now, when I finally found her and she sent pictures, she was actually a high brown. She was a high brown color. And I'm thinking she became high brown when she went up north, because she went up north to Boston, Massachusetts. That's deep as I'm gonna get, because I never reveal her name for privacy of her. Okay. And so they said she was a very, very dark skinned woman. So I guess high brown is considered very, very dark skinned if you're white. Yeah, if you're white, they will consider you here in the state of Alabama, like fair skin, or lighter complected. But even a lighter skinned black person here, if you're light skinned or something like that, they would consider you probably more of a brown or something like that, when they were, doing whatever they were doing. And then it said her hair was thin. So she had thin hair. And said that I had a medium grade of hair. And it went on to say that she came in saying that my father would not take care of me, would not give her money to buy me milk and do this and do that. And she wanted to put me up for adoption, just to be honest with you. And so State Alabama encouraged her, keep your baby at home. We're going to give you a monthly stipend to take care of your child, to help you with milk, whatever. But we're going to have to check on the welfare of this baby. And so she agreed. She got a little check. I think they said the check was $30 a month or something like that, which I think that was some good money back in the day. And so they wanted to know who the father was. So they said she brought 8 different men up in that joint. Do you hear me? 8. And they said the men were cooperating. She would bring them one by one. The men were cooperating and said, yeah, 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 in front of her. But then they came back later on and said, that ain't none of my child. So, because they wanted to see if my dad could take me, because when they were coming to see me, I was never home. I was never at the house. So if Susan May down the street wanted to watch Mama be at Susan May house. If Anna Mae was down the road and wanted to watch Mama, I'd be at Anna Mae house. Whoever would keep me, she would give them to me. So, but she was young. She was 22. But my biological great-grandfather, which was her granddad, wanted me. So she gave me to him. And he gave me to his girlfriend. This is how it went down. So he gave me to her. Her name was Pick. And they said, oh my God, you were so beautiful when Pick had you. You had some of the beautifulest baby hair. Said I had just a whole bunch of curls on top of my hair. Big locks of curls all over my hair. And they said I was one of the prettiest babies. And said that she would have all these beautiful dresses and bonnets and stuff like that on and everything. So all of a sudden, the welfare department knocks on the door. And they looking for me. And I ain't there. They bring the sheriffs and said, we want the baby right now, or we're taking you to jail. The same sheriffs and police officers that whooped them folks on the Edmonds Pettus Bridge, Bloody Sunday, a year before I was born, threatened her. So, and I was talking to my biological father about that, and I said, well, gosh, if they come and took me, how come I'm here? You know what I'm saying? He said they didn't have no problem with no babies. They just wanted to keep black people in line. And so what he said, because I'm like, it's a woman, I'm here, honey. Oh, God. And so she decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead on and take y'all over there. No, that's what she said. The record stated that she said, I'll have her here tomorrow. And they said, okay, we'll be back tomorrow. And she better be here. So my biological mama went to Pick and said, I got to have my baby back. Because by that time, Pick felt like I was her child and she was not going to give me back to my mom. She had actually took me from my mom and told her, you can't have her back. And my mom was afraid of her. So Pick said that ain't nobody getting my goddamn baby. This my baby, and I would kill somebody. A nigga is what she said. if they come for my baby. So my mom got scared and she went back home. And my mom could be listening, or they may be protecting her. And because I know my sister watches. So so she came back home and she was scared shitless. I'm sure she was, because the sheriff did show back the next day. They showed up and still I was not there. And so they told her take us, because she told them, she said that her grandfather's girlfriend got me, and that she wouldn't give it back. And so they said take us to her house. And so I was in the country, and the country is really, I was in Hayneville, Alabama. That's where I was, Hayneville. And it was either Hayneville or Orville, Alabama. And so which was like 45 minutes from Selma, so she drove, or 30 minutes. They drove her in the police car. And now this is what's on the record. So if y'all listening, and the family members, if y'all listening and y'all tell me it ain't right, I'm only talking about what's in the records, what the social worker recorded. So they went and took her down now, and I was there. And the lady came out the door. She had no choice because the cops was there at the door, the sheriff or whoever, and told her to come outside and bring the baby. And so she comes out the door. Oh my God, it just breaks my heart. She comes out the door with me, and I just feel so emotional. I'm having a moment. I'm having a breakdown. I'm having a moment. So she comes out the door with me, and they said, give us the baby. And she didn't want, no, this is what they said. They told my biological mama to go to her and take the baby. Go and get the baby. She goes up, I guess, on the porch or whatever, and gets me and everything. And then they tell her to give them the baby. And then by that time, my granddaddy comes out the door. And my great granddaddy comes out the door. And it's funny because his name is Willie, just like my son. Just like Mr. Willie, too. Shit. Do y'all believe in reincarnation? But so anyway, she comes out the door, and she gives me to my mom. I'm sure she did. My mom is in the street because she walks to the sheriff's, and they said that, my granddad come out the door, and he begged them, please, y'all, this all I have, don't take my baby. Please don't take my baby. And he dropped on his knees because he was a tall, dark-skinned, frail guy. And he dropped on his knees, and my mom was screaming and holding me. She didn't want to let me go. And because, she had changed her mind. She didn't want to put me up for adoption. She wanted to keep me. And she wanted my granddad to help, my great-granddad to help, her grandfather to help, and pick to help. And I was really in good shape, and they wanted to love me. And so, what is that in that chair? And so she was holding me, and they said they literally, this is what somebody told me that was in the family, wasn't in the record. They literally snatched me by one arm out of Claudette told me, Claudia, out of my mom's arm. And my mom was screaming. My granddad was hollering. Everybody was hollering because these cops or sheriffs hadn't done anything but dirty. And so they had to live with the frightening fact that I may have been, they said they thought I was being trafficked. They thought that maybe I was murdered. They had to live, my biological mama had to live with this, bless her heart, wherever she is. Well, I know she's in Boston. She had to live with this, not knowing. And all they would say is, you was the prettiest baby. You was the prettiest baby. And we almost died. My grandfather, my great grandfather died a week later. Do you hear me? He died a week later. My biological mama said, Granddaddy didn't make it after they took you. He said that he wasn't going to make it. Bless his heart, wherever he is, may he rest in power. Sometimes I always think that, that is my son. You know, if you believe in reincarnation, you'll probably understand what I'm talking about. But people who don't believe in reincarnation may not know. But he has the same name, the same first and middle name, without unbeknownst to me. I didn't know that my son has. How that happened, I don't know. So I believe in reincarnation. And my auntie said that he was a farmer and he planted for this white man all type of stuff he grew. You know, of course they got to grow some cotton, okay, corn and all of that stuff, and said that he just had this green thumb. He could make anything grow, and he loved it. He loved working for that white man. Do you hear me? Auntie said early up in the morning, you could hear him hollering, "Woo! Coming to do this and do that." You know what I'm saying? So it was like a love of his. And so I noticed in my son, who has the same first and middle name, called, I didn't even give him Willie's middle name, and nobody understood why. It was a freak accident that he got Paul Willie's middle name because I named his middle name after my father's first name. Because my mom asked me, she said, "You know, Dad didn't have no boys, my adopted mom. Could you please name him after your dad?" I said, "Mom, I can't do the first name because I'm going to name him after his own father. But I will name his name, the middle name." And so Willie's name and his father's name is Willie. All of them are Willies. Even his daddy's name. His daddy name Willie. His daddy name is Willie. Willie's name is Willie. My son's name is Willie. But they all have a different middle. But one has a different middle name. That's my son. My son has a different middle name, and it's the same as Paul Willis. Same name. So I never will forget when we wanted to do our first crop. My son said, "I'm gonna hand dig that for you," and I said, "Thank you, thank you." He hand dug it. We put the seeds down, and oh my God, I ain't telling no lie. This boy can grow stuff. He's good. My son is a farmer, and he wears coveralls or what you call them, things that you put on, overalls. That's what my mama called. He wears overalls when he cut the grass, and I don't know if he being Paul Willie or if he's being my adopted dad. My adopted dad would wear coveralls or overalls just for he cut the grass. You know, a lot of farmers down here in the South will wear overalls, and that's like a dying wardrobe. I love to see the men with the overalls on, but I don't ever see that no more. But anyway, so that's my story. That's my story. That's how I got here. That's how I got left behind. Later on, my mom just gave up on two of my other sisters. They were now they were abandoned. One thing I can say, but eventually I probably would have been abandoned too. They were abandoned in a sense, and I don't want to be too hard on my mom. I just put it like this: she left them with somebody she knew could take care of them, you know. And they have to live with that. I have to live with my story. And if she had kept me, she'd probably dropped all our ass. Get a hold of it. But you know what? What's beautiful? She left us, or she left them. She left us with somebody who could take care of her. So she needs to know all her children are alive and well. We're doing good. And even though I know it might not be possible, I'd love to see her before I leave here or before she leaves. Because I did get a chance to speak to her over the phone. And that's the history of mama. That's how I got here. Well, you know what? That's how I wound up. This is loose. That's how I wound up in Birmingham. My mom, being a school teacher, came there and got me. She got me so I wouldn't be stuck in a boarding home. I was in a boarding home, y'all. Mama was in a boarding home. Sure was. With a whole bunch of babies. And then I went on to a foster. I've been in many foster homes. One of the foster homes was a farm. Mama probably was. They said I would feed the chicken. I was 3 years old, and they said that I love to feed chickens. So Mama was feeding the chickens, y'all. And they said I love to play with dogs. I was playing with the dogs, and I love to help out. You know, I guess I was shelling peas or something other like that. Mama could have been picking cotton. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I'm healed by the grace of God. I don't have no scratches, no cuts, no bruises on me. I just have a birthmark on my leg, but it is. I had that motherfucker checked out. After hearing that story, I started crying, boo hoo crying. Mama was boo hoo crying. And from there, I just went and started asking doctors and stuff about this birthmark I got on my leg. I started questioning. I said, what does this look like? Is this a... And they said it's something you had from birth. Because I was like, wait a minute now. Shit. What is this here on my leg? See, because you're so helpless when you're a baby. You ain't going to remember nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's my story, y'all. We had story time, didn't we? Y'all know a little bit more about Mama now. But Mama was born a witch. Mama was... See, witches, we have to go through some horrific shit to get these damn supernatural powers we got. They just don't come unless you don't went through some adversities. And if you say you're a witch and you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth and come on now, you ain't no witch. Witches don't went through some. We don't went through some hell. Y'all, I'm putting a tribal makeup on it. Unga ga 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 unga ga ga. That's my story. That's my story, y'all. As I create this doll. Y'all give me a minute. Let me do this. I get kind of quiet. I wish y'all could just see me as I work on the doll. You know, this is what I do. Can y'all see it good? Now y'all seeing it transform. I just do believe I just need a little break tonight. I've been working hard every night. Y'all give me people who order these things, y'all, it's gonna take some time. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take some time. I can't just do this real fast. Okay, let me get in the chat, y'all. I told you I got emotional, I almost cried thinking about the pain that Pick had. And they said she had exhausted her search, just spending her whole life looking for Mama. And then there was another school teacher that took my other two biological um, um, sisters in. She exhausted her search looking for me too, because she was like, well, I want to have you. She wanted to have me. She wanted me to be with my sisters, and she couldn't find me. But my sisters told me they had a hard life. Not a hard life in the sense that this lady didn't take care of them, because the lady was good to them. A hard life because this lady was taking care of a bunch of children. So I know they told me they got lots of brothers and sisters, and she left everything to her own children, but never left anything to my sisters. So I was in a situation where my biological parents had left me with something. They left me with an inheritance. And not on that, but some great spirits have come along. Like my mom, you know, her warrior business skill type spirits are here with me. And I would have been a whole different person. I wouldn't be here on YouTube, y'all. Shit, ain't no telling where the hell Mama would be if Mama was. I would have been just fine, because my sisters, all of them, turned out to be very successful people. I have 3 biological sisters that I know of. But plenty on my dad's side, y'all. We ain't finna get into him. But yeah, just they turned out to be great, wonderful people. One of them, she lives in She lives in uh I can tell y'all where she lives, and even if she listens, she wouldn't get upset because it's not like y'all could just go and harass her and say where you at. I'm sure y'all wouldn't be interested in knowing where she at, but she lives in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. I got a chance to go and visit her, and have another sister that lives. My other sister, she lives in um, Capitol Heights, Maryland, and my other sister that could be possibly listening, who's trying to protect her mom. It's her mother, it's not ours. Because she told me, you got to be patient. She said, I've learned to be patient. I said, I'm coming up there and I'm coming to visit. I want to visit you, lady. And the daughter said, no, not right now. You got to be patient. Is that and the other? And I said, yeah, it's easy to be patient when you got a chance to see her. But it's for her own psyche, because I know she's been through a lot of trauma. I couldn't imagine somebody snatching my child. And I'm living with the fact it's a chance that child's dead. I couldn't do it. I tell you, I wonder this lady is still sane. You know what I'm saying? And so, I talked to her about a lot of different things. I sure did. She wasn't sure how old I was. It was like she was trying to verify really whether I was her child or not, which is understandable. I never will forget that I had a good little friend. Her name was Jennifer. And Jennifer, I knew something wasn't right with Jen, because as adoptees, we tend to gravitate to each other, and so at the time I knew I was adopted. My mom just wasn't gonna tell me, and I knew Jen was adopted too, because Jen was very, very, very light skinned, almost looked like she was white, and her parents were my shade, and so the dad was my shade. The mom was my shade, and I thought that was like, kind of like different. And I asked Jen, I said, "Are these your actual parents? I mean, they gave birth to you?" She said, "Yeah, yeah." I knew then. I said, Jen, baby, you adopted just like me, because I knew at an early age. And Jen said she figured out that all adoptees, we know we are. You don't hold it back from us, because we know that we are adopted. You don't have to hide it. My mom died telling me she was my biological mother. She's my mother, but she was not my biological mom. She wanted to spare me the pain of that story, because when they told me that story, man, they had to give me a box of Kleenex. And I was like, what the fuck? I come from this? Oh my God, it was awful. Honey, I cried for days. And Mr. Willard was trying to say, oh, that ain't your family. Don't even believe that. They lying, Mr. Because we wanted to be my own family, But yeah, with Jen, I knew something was wrong. And so later on, um, I met up with Jen again. I think this was about 9 years ago. 10 years ago, I met up with Jen. And Jen said, I want to talk to you. And I said, okay. We talked, and she told me. I mean, I was just open, and I said, Jen, I turned out to be, I'm adopted, And she said, me too. I said, I knew it. She said, I went to find out for myself. She said, because I knew things weren't adding up. She said, I was born in Plaquemine, Louisiana, Plaquemine, something like Plaquemine, something like that, Louisiana. And she said, not too far from New Orleans. And I said, wow. So I had in my house, and I said, I know you see voodoo everywhere. She said, baby, don't worry about it. She said, I am voodoo. She said, because she knew that. But see, Jen, what you don't know, we are both voodoo, because we are all both from West Africa, okay? I don't know why people want to associate voodoo with just with New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all help me to understand this. How do people want to associate voodoo with only New Orleans? Help me. Just because you're in New Orleans, you are a voodoo. But what about the rest of us? I have a heavy bloodline of West African myself. I mean, I look West African. Does that mean that I don't have the lineage? Now, we can put it like this: they still actively practice it there, because Massa didn't whoop their asses like they whoop their asses over here. They whooped our goddamn asses. Okay, lynched us and did everything. Okay. But don't I still have a lineage of West African blood in me? I mean, like, does it cancel out because I'm not in New Orleans? So, here in Alabama, we're heavily, the black people in Alabama, and I think some white people do have too, we're heavily concentrated with Nigerian blood and Benin blood and everything. Ain't that where the voodoo came from in the first place? Well, some people say, "Oh, it was practiced so long ago." I don't care if you got to realize with spirits. I like to play in my head with this thing. What you got to realize is that the spirit never leaves. I don't care how long it is. Spirit does not measure time. So if my ancestors practiced the actual religion, what exempts me from not being tied to whatever they practice? That's why a lot of us have a lot of these generational curses on us and stuff, because we feel like the church has exempt us from the responsibility of the spirit, but it does not. And this is why you fucked up. And this is why I have very few people on my channel, because they don't want me on there. They don't want me to talk about that. Ooh. Y'all look at this. And it's still in my blood. They haven't gone anywhere. Still here. Right there. It hasn't gone anywhere. That's a little player. Show me where it went. Where has it gone? It's still in my artwork. And they never going nowhere. When I die, it's going to be passed down to one of them children. So they need to get ready. Enjoy your life. Have fun. Because my spirits will attach to one of them. I just don't know. And I guess I'll decide which one I'll attach to. Which one I think I want to attach to? I have to decide which one can handle this, because it requires a lot of energy. It does drive your blood pressure up when you're dealing with a lot of spirits. Probably, I know my oldest daughter cannot handle this life. It's going to change, but she can't handle the change. Look like I have no other choice but to attach to my youngest daughter. I'm going to attach to her. I'm telling you how these spirits make their decisions. Who's going to get what? I'm going to attach to her, and because I think she can handle it. She's followed my path. She's a nurse like I'm a nurse. High strong like I'm high strong, and she can do it. She's a strong woman. But the oldest girl, she's real timid, and she don't believe, and she's starting to turn to more of a baby like state. She's starting to have like a little baby thing now going on. Like, man, he gonna cook me some potatoes and some potatoes, and he can cook me some broccoli. I'm like, girl, what happened? What happened? She likes to cry a lot. Like, I saw a stray dog and it needed a home. I mean, she was like that. She's always been sensitive as she was a little kid. She was sensitive, but I'm just saying that side come back, that little sensitive side, and I'm like, dang, what is going on? And they love it too. Y'all, if y'all looking at me, if y'all watching me and everything, I don't mean no harm and stuff, but baby, you've been acting like a little baby lately. What's going on? Her hubby loves to baby her. He likes to cook for her and baby her. Now they don't cook for mama. I need y'all need to talk to them. They will never cook for mama. They cook for each other, but don't cook for me. I'm coming into town. Oh, you are? Okay. Y'all got an extra chicken breast to go on the skillet, you know? Mama, we don't have an extra one. I'm like, ooh wee. Y'all ain't gonna even feed mama. How can you do mama like that? Mama, we ain't got all that extra for you, mama. Y'all get on them for me, okay? Don't go easy on my baby, though. On both of my babies, go easy on them. Make them feel like they want to give mama a little dinner or something like that for a change. Have them dinners for your friends. Don't even have them for your mama or your mama-in-law. I like her mother-in-law. She's real cool, and she's open to my lifestyle. Yes, she is, and that's the way it goes and stuff. They know what I do. They knows. Y'all, if I could just tell y'all some stories, y'all would be tripping out. Hey, y'all, I want y'all to see this here now so far. There you go. You know, I tell you what, the camera does not do this justice. It just don't. It's far more cuter in real time than it is on there. It don't show you that. Y'all, let's get in the chat right quick, okay? Let me get in the chat and stuff. I wish I can put him somewhere where y'all can see him and he can be in the picture. Okay, I know what I can do. I can put a candle upside down and set him up on here. You burn a black candle near him and put some blood in that candle. Ooh, wee! And I ain't talking about no pure blood. I'm talking about fresh, hot blood. They want that fresh blood. They want that blood of the lamb blood. Boy, if you do something like that, it's going to be trouble. Y'all seeing? I think he's standing a little bit too high so you can't see him good. Hang on, y'all. I'm going to move this. Put it here like this. Because look, he's standing too high. Now he's standing too low. So I put him up here like this. My son said, your dolls look Native American, Mom. They look more Native American when you do them. They don't look African. I said my ancestors are Native American, baby. Hello. Native Americans were here first anyways. Everybody can see the, what you call it. Let's see what's going on in the chat room. I just been running my mouth. Hello, Melanated High Priestess. Thank you for moderating. She said, smash that like button. Y'all please come on, smash that like button. Help mama out as YouTube shadow ban me and try to just erase me off the face of the internet. Thank you, Chastain Stone. How you doing? Chastain said, tell us the story. I'm coming back to tell y'all some stories on hoodoo, some things. I might talk about one now of a situation. I want to talk to y'all about one. I have a cousin, and they call him Red. Okay, hang on. Let me get to everybody. I like that. Okay, our moderator Chris says, hot that thumbs up, y'all. Come on, hot that thumbs up. Come on now. Yep. Chris says, Benin. Oh man, I just had this taste of chicken all of a sudden. Excuse me, y'all. I smell chicken, like a chicken breast that's grilled and over a salad or something. I can chop it up over salad and have some tomatoes and onions. Y'all know I'm around them now. I'm all over the place, so y'all got to deal with it because I'm an artist, and that's just the way it is. I mean, artists, we don't get us sticking on one thing. I've been I showed you one thing, we'll be on to the next. Chris, you're right. A lot of us down south from Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, and I love myself some Mississippi. I love that place. Tennessee, Kentucky may be in it too. Come on, like y'all help me out. Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, and Missouri, I heard, is a southern state. Okay? That's why Nelly said, I'm going down, down, baby. Old street and a range rover, boom, boom, boom. Come and ready to go, something like that. Itchy, now. Y'all want me to rap that? Because I got to look at the lyrics. But you can you can find me in St. Louis, roll up in on buds. How that shit go? Cocoa Pub. Yicky yicky ya ya, talking to you now. You understand? He had that, he called it country grammar is what. So Missouri is a southern state too. How about that? I used to visit Missouri because I have some cousins in Missouri. In Missouri, that's what I call it. Daddy called it Missouri. We finna go to Missouri. We would drive to Missouri. We didn't take no flight or nothing like that. It's about 9 hour drive from here. But yeah. So all of those states had West Africans to come there, and they were from Nigeria and Benin, from those two places. So we have blood from those places and stuff, and spirits. So just because you said it been so many years ago, what you said a few hundred years ago, that don't mean crap. Them spirits still with you. You still have the thoughts, the disappointments, the DNA of those people coursing through your blood. You still them people. Nothing changed in addition to others that, you know. Hey, sweet tea, how you doing? Y'all, I'm just getting hot. Ooh, I don't know. Y'all living down south. Ooh, the sun is making its debut here, honey. It be shining at nighttime, for as I'm concerned, because it's still hot, honey. Go outside. There is no refuge from this damn heat. And I'm not going to keep running my air that low, because mama don't want to be paying that type of a bill. My bill is $270. Now, to a lot of people, that ain't nothing, but shit. Heat is incredible. You know? Are they still having blackouts? Hey, Crypt, Magic, Magia, Dila, Cryptia. Crypta says, I love your artwork and dolls. One night I had a dream that your spirit dog, Gede, was talking to me. I woke up and turned on YouTube, and there you two were live on YouTube. That was a year ago. Oh, how sweet. You know, when y'all, Gede has blood over his face, so y'all don't get scared when y'all see him, because it's going to stay there. It's my blood, because like what I do, I prick my finger. To tell you the truth, every full moon, if I don't go ahead and cut myself, you know, for blood or what have you, it would just happen like paper cuts. It would happen anyways, because I'm a true witch. I'm a real witch. As people try to ridicule me and say I'm not and all that, whatever, it doesn't make no difference whether you think I am I not. You're not in my life. You're not in my circle. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? What difference does it make if I tell you you're not a witch? I'm not in your life. I'm not in your circle. You know what I'm saying? So I can talk all day long. At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. Hey, Yolanda, where you been? Thank you. Thank you so much. Yolanda says, awesome work. Chastain says, do you have high blood pressure? As Sweet Tea Wilson. And I want to talk to y'all. High blood pressure is caused by a variety of things. But a lot of people who are anxious and have anxiety, and they're hype people, or you want to call it whatever you want to call it, anxious, anxiety, hype people, you know, people who are creative. We have high adrenaline, you know, so I operate with a high adrenaline. So that's why my blood pressure is raised from the high adrenaline. And so the best way to control high adrenaline is to use, is it called cholinergics, something like that? And you can get all of that naturally from, you can get those kind of things. They're naturally occurring in nature and herbs and stuff like that. So when they had issues like that back in the days, they ate plenty of fruits and things of that nature that kept it down. And then they walked a lot and stuff like that. But then at the same time, too, we have a lot of spirits. I have a lot of spirits that want to operate this body. and take over and take charge and talk and speak, because my body is a vessel to so many spirits, but I can keep them under control. Now, some people, they can't keep them under control. They wind up in a psych ward. Um, okay, sweetie. Okay, by the way, that somebody just went to my website. Y'all check, go to my website and subscribe. Subscribe to my different blogs and stuff that I have in there, and then there are products in there too. Most of them are sold out, because before I can, like, if I put this up there, is not gonna last any time. So and that's good, because I don't want. But this one is already somebody, so you may be watching it. This is yours, and I got to do some anointing and all that. I hope they don't say I don't want my doll on no what you call, but I do reserve the right to put them here, because like if somebody else wants one, then I'll create them a doll too. This doll's not finished, because I got to still do some work on his head and stuff like that. Okay, so Sweet Tea says, "Hey Chad, I've been having tingling in my left arm for, oh my God. Do you know, Sweet Tea, everybody, a lot of people are having tingling sensations. I've been having tingling. It's now, some people say it's a kundalini type thing. Some people are saying that it has something to do with the ascension process and everything, and it's just a variety of things. It could be like some of the actual and let me give my date out, because I noticed that there are some people who come and they do the same, say the same stuff, and make it look like I'm copying off of them, because their video process with mine. My video takes 12 hours to process, and it could just be something on my cell phone. I'm not sure, but it is 12:46 a.m. Central Standard Time, Sunday, August the 16th of 2020. Let me just I'm gonna start calling out the date, so we'll know who said it first. Oh, yeah, but it also, the tingling could be like a actual symptom of some other things that are going on, especially some things that they're not talking about as they operate 5G network, and they try to come up with a plan to save our grids, because they got a lot of work to do, and they ain't got much time. The reason how I know they ain't ahead of the game, like, we want to think that they're ahead of the game, and they've already planned out all of their different plans of whatever they were going to do. The reason I know that they're not there is because, why are all the fiber optics, or whatever you call that shit, why are all of the wires still above ground? That means we're way behind, because where we're going with the heat, you understand, as the heat really just cut into these wires, every time they replace it, here we go bad. It burns up the actual insulation and shielding and all of that of it and everything. They're constantly replacing it. I mean, they're so behind. It should be buried underground. A lot of countries, all that stuff is already buried underground. All of it has to be, it can't be up here, it has to be down there. That's why I said they're not where they should be. That's why I know that they don't know what the fuck they damn doing. And that's not good. Because I told y'all, expect some blackouts, expect them to get longer, and expect for eventually them not to be able to turn the power back on. I ain't saying that that's going to happen in our lifetime, but you know what I'm saying? It's coming. It's one of the charms and stuff that I'm working on. Okay? So what you're feeling is, I felt it, Mr. Willie felt it. People are feeling that weird tickly sensation, like tingling sensation and stuff like that. They've also said COVID-19 is responsible. Like, that's a lingering symptom. So some people, I'm not saying you have it, don't get scared. And anyone else who's having this, symptom. Don't get scared. I'm not saying that, but there are some people who have been exposed to COVID. And COVID is not anything you just go through and you just get over it. I mean, COVID is something that you get, and it's had some long term effects on you. Some people have battled it for over 4 months. Um, and that's one of the lingering, because it causes some nerve damage and stuff like that. That's one of the lingering effects and stuff like that of that thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that you may have be having going through an ascension process, or you could be having some other things going on. Maybe some side effects of the so-called 5G. I don't know what's in your area or what have you. You know, some of them are vitamin deficiencies and stuff. So it's an array of reasons of as to why you could be feeling it. But I've been feeling it too, right here. Right here, like a little tingling sensation right here. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna be rubbing on my nose like Samantha. Ding a ding a ling a ling a ling. You know, Mr. Willis said he been feeling it on his face, going traveling up down his arms. Ms. Willis said, I hope I ain't gonna have no stroke. I said, well, it look like we gonna be joining the party, cause you know, it's some other people going through it too. So that stuff get on the sheets of your nerves and damage you. Okay, so I guess that's why Chastain is asking Sweet Tea, do they have high blood pressure? Hey, veteran, how you doing? Thank you so much. Hey, Gail. Matt Gaster says, I think because of the fame is in the big events related to food to happen in New Orleans. Uh-huh. Also, some people try to give New Orleans, know what I'm finna say, the credit for Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras first started in Alabama, y'all. They're even trying to erase it from Alabama and say that it started there in New Orleans. They got help. Some people are helping them with that lie, but that's not true. Alabama had the first carnival and Mardi Gras. It happened here first because the French was, and people don't know it, the French was here in Alabama too. They romanticized, because it's a big deal to have the French, oh wow, French, and you know what I'm saying, parlez-vous français, and all of that, bonjour. And but people don't realize that even in Alabama, and I say more, I've said this a million times, that Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama was one province, and the governor was Pierre Limon. Check him out, Pierre Limon, and he actually lived here for a while, and he was conquered, and he went to Cuba, and Cuba is where he died, but he was our governor. This was a province, and we at one time spoke French here in Alabama. Um, okay, I think first Alabama was conquered, but like I said, it was in the very beginning. Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama was called was West Florida. Okay, in the very beginning. We were West Florida. So all of this was one with Florida. And then the Spanish came in and conquered. So one time we spoke Spanish here. Then the French came and conquered. Then we began to speak French. Then the British came and conquered. Now we speak English. What else I was gonna say? Selma. I looked at the history of Selma, and that's where I was born. Selma was called by the Native Americans, which that's what I am. I'm an indigenous Native American with some West African heritage blend in. So we always talk about biracial. Hell, we all biracial shit. Ain't nobody pure. Selma, when it was actually inhabited by the natives, it was called Pikachi. So that was the first name documented for Selma. Pikachi. Pikachi. And after that, I don't know what the name was, but then it went on to Soap Bluff. And then when Pierre Lamont was the governor of it, it was called Ecor Beanville. And now it is Selma. So y'all get into that history. Get into that history, get to know that history. And so this is where this comes from. This is the natives of Pikachi that I'm creating. Because I tell my ancestors when I'm creating, hey, bro, I'll show your face. Boom. There they go. Pikachi. And it was black as coal. The first people were black as coal. There was this researcher, and I said, you lying out your damn ass. Talking about first we were green. Then we turned yellow. Then we turned red as a Native American. Then we turned black. And then we turned white. I'm like, nigga, you just don't want to admit that you a nigga too. Quit lying. Carbon is black. That's the first thing. Dirt, it could be I just experienced an interruption. Dirt is just as black. Rich dirt is black. We were black first. Step up to the program. And I love it and admire the fact that when there are white researchers that come out and admit that the first people on the planet were black and we have the oldest DNA. But you got some people want to sit down there and take their authority and abuse their authority to report lies. There is no way possible for nobody to turn from green to yellow to red. That don't even sound right. Black inhabits all the color spectrums. So it makes sense that we were all black, carbon black like that first. We went from black to blue to brown, and then the other colors came. From brown to red, from red to yellow to white. So let's just tell the truth now, because that don't even sound logical. Stop telling them damn lies. Hey, marijuana community. Hey, Thick Bricks. All Thick Brick says, I slept on my shoulder and got a cramp in my neck is when it started. Hey, Vanessa Peacock, how you doing? Hey, Ciroc Black. Thank you. Grounding is important. Please, the extra energy. What you say? Oh, release the extra energy into the earth with bare feet. Okay, good advice to someone. Oh, Chastain says my manager from my job, mother, just passed away from COVID-19. I mean, from COVID. Shaking my head. Hey, John. Chastain said that's radiation. I thought about that. Let's look up this. Sweet Tea said, yes, it feels like my left arm has that falling asleep tingling feeling. Ooh. Mr. Willie had that across his face. He said he thought maybe some spiders was crawling all over his face and down his arms. If that make you feel any better, I've been getting that also from my foot and my leg. That's a lot of energy in them little areas. That's maybe trapped, like somebody was saying. Let's see. Y'all know me. I'm finna look this up. We first of all, let's look up. Excuse me, y'all. I'm getting a tickly throat. Come on now. Y'all know that's part of these damn viruses and stuff they releasing. Have you coughing and carrying on. That's a kundalini awakening. You may feel sudden rushes of energy in the body, explosions of light in the brain, and feel tingling or numbness in various body parts. Yep. Look this up. Our light body, a Kundalini awakening testimonial. Watch that. I mean, read that. Okay, look that up. Healing phase symptoms. So we just, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going on because ain't got nobody to tell us. You can't go to, you got to go to, sometimes like if it's really ailing you, go to an alternative doctor or something like that. Somebody who does Reiki or something or another like that, because that does sound like, because I deal with this coughing and itch in my throat all of a sudden. Y'all, I don't even know if I'm going to recover from this itchy throat before I have to end this thing. But look, y'all, it seems like every time I do a video with y'all, I got a Diet Coke. I got paint on my fingers, y'all. I always got a Diet Coke. Now I want some potato chips, y'all. I have this salt craving at night. It's so bad, y'all. I just sit down here and eat these. Now y'all know this pitiful. What I need to do is slice up me some lettuce. Okay? And have some baby spinach. I don't like the lettuce that be like in a ball. I like the romaine. Cut it up real good. Put my baby spinach real good. Then, I know it's bad, but I always get the chicken breast that's already cut up for salads and stuff and fajitas. I get my little boiler ready, and I put it down the boil, because I don't really use no microwave. Heat it up real good. Cut up me a nice tomato. A half an onion. I can eat a half an onion just like this raw. And I got a vinaigrette called lemon poppy or something, full of olive oil. Excuse the way I chew. Y'all know mama got some dental work issues going on here and him, what a man didn't do what he supposed to do right. But I get that. And then what else I do? I get me some croutons. And some of these here. And some black beans. I top some black beans. 4-leaf tortillas. Sometimes I might put some rice on. And then top my chicken with it. It's like making love. I get so intimate with it. I just take my time and just enjoy every morsel. I talk to my beans. I talk to my rice. I talk to my green leafy vegetables. I have a conversation with them as I eat them. It was so good. Hey, Salt and Pepper, how you doing? Hey, K.M.R. sea salt, cucumber, tomato, at, at hula, and black pepper. I just like to shave the green hull off of my cucumber now. Then cut it up because I can't digest hulls. It'll be cutting my throat up. I don't like no kind of hull. Apple hulls taste like hard vinyl. Hey Jude, how you doing? That's true. Tom Pepper says speaking motivational words to your plants makes them grow better. Ooh, Ciroc. I love callaloo. But I had a hard time with callaloo and collard greens. They're so simple. They smell good. They taste good. Even poached salmon. But when I get it in my stomach, it looks like it swells my belly up. I was just burping. Burping. It was good, but it made me have symptoms and stuff. Shit, gas and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, no, these collard greens are poison. And callaloo, you don't know what you're doing. Just like that poached salmon. Big Brick says the older she gets, the more she enjoys their food. I like to just sit down with that and just conversate to it. I don't get that when I eat other food. Like if I eat some chicken and macaroni and cheese, I don't get that feeling of. I actually feel like the food is alive. You know what I'm saying? When I eat greens and vegetables and fruit, I feel like it's alive. Everything is dead. This is dead. This processing is dead. But I don't care what nobody said, because me and the girl got in the argument about this. These spirits get on you and mount you late at night. They be wanting some tea. Okay? And I'm going to feed them. And who would sit down here and eat tortilla toppings for a salad? Lord have mercy. Okay, Moore said, I think speaking frequencies into your food is good. There was a farmer who played music to his garden, and he said the food tastes better. Wow. I'm going to try that. Well, excuse me, y'all. I'm getting ready to, I don't know why I feel like I had some of this here. I'm getting ready to get my, fall garden together. So, I got to get Mr. Man over here. I'm talking country now. Miss Man need to come over here and put me some cow manure and some black soil down in my beds and raise me up some more beds. So I can grow my collard green, kale, tart, lettuce, because it'd be nice to just go outdoors and get me some lettuce and make me a salad. It was so goddamn hot now. I went on able. Somebody told me they had a nice garden. Enjoy it. I ain't had a sip. I love that corn flavor. So Bill said if I play trap music to my garden, how do you think the food would taste? Hello? Only one way to do it is to try. To find out. I had a can of callaloo, and I couldn't really taste the difference between it and some collard green. I had a soup one time. And I use callaloo in it. It's good. So good. Or sometimes I do a soup, a good soup, and I use seaweed in it. That's a good soup right there. Seaweed salad soup. Tail Morsa and Willow. Are you from Anguilla? Tail Moore? I heard that. 4206 says, Mama, don't be messing with that aspartame and that coke. Not good for you. You right. It ain't. And them chips wasn't good neither. I got this damn demon on me. And that damn demon be wanting to eat late at night. And somebody told me they don't believe that demons can attach themselves. Just say, come on. Let them attach themselves to you and make you do a little thing, a little of everything. I'm going to wash my hands. I know what y'all saying. I love the salt. I mean, something about the salt. And that drives your pressure, but I love the salt. Mm. Yeah, seaweed is amazing. I love seaweed. I thought I saw somebody say something about seaweed. Oh, yes. Kay Moore, I love salted chips and seaweed. Me too. Salt and pepper said romaine and iceberg taste like water. It do. It tastes like water. And the only reason why I do it is because it'll give a place for my chicken to sit on top of. Okay, Mama used that for her chicken. Hello. I heard about that. Chris said, especially after that video of an Asian person molding the lettuce out of a tube. Now, Asian people can make food, and they can make vegetables. When I say make them, not grow them. They can make them. It's some magicians over there. Chris says, I've always been a salty chip type of person. Me too. That's my weakness. Like, all up in the daytime, I don't crave it, but like after 12, I want some barbecue potato chips, some sour cream potato chips, some salt and pepper, vinegar, or whatever you call them. Some of the vinegar skins. I don't know what. This woman came over and she stayed here for a while, and she would always do skins. And I would not eat them, but God dog it, that spirit, she left that spirit behind. And every now and then I'm eating skin. People can leave spirits behind now. Oh, Thick Brick says, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Another lady on Facebook was complaining about the same symptoms. Marijuana community said Joe Biden is a nightmare. Some people said, ooh, I could handle all that tingling and carrying on. Um, when that had to pop this ear open. When that damn earthquake hit and it came from Texas over here, I had that same sensation, tingling all up in here for a whole week, just tingling. I mean, it got to the point the base of my head was vibrating, and I was like, I don't know what this shit is. And I let them, like a fool, let them run an MRI on me and all that. Y'all be careful with all that stuff, because all you're doing is just messing up your health. And then you got a big ass bill and stuff, and they couldn't find anything. It was so bad, Mama went and got a yucca. And it worked. I got a yucca and just laid it right here on my shoulders, kept that yucca right there like that. I said, I can't take it no more. It's just, I was just vibrating. Going to sleep vibrating, waking up vibrating. And I had an episode like that too when I was real young. But a lot of the times it could be your body responding to some things that's going on with the earth, because we got to realize, that our bodies are in tune with the earth, because we are a part of the earth. So it could be, who knows, maybe it's some type of earthquake or something or hurricane or something. Your body is responding to that energy, or some type of volcano or tsunami or something that's going to erupt. Y'all, hurricane season is here, and I say it's gonna get crazy because you know, I don't know where y'all at, but like hurricanes affect us here where I am, because I'm not too far from the coast and shit. I ain't looking forward to no hurricane season. I just think it's them using machines and shit to cool it off. That's all, so they can transition from heat to cold. That's all it is. Man-made storms. So, oh, you baking? Melanated High Priestess, what you baking? Because y'all like messed up again. I had a cake today. I had a slice cake. But you know, I only have a slice of cake like once a month. I'll reward myself. The last time I had a slice of cake was in July. I had one for the 4th of July. It was a red, white, and blue pretty cake, and it was ice cream in it. So I had a cake today. It was pink, blue, just a whole bunch of colors with confetti on it. I didn't eat the icing. I just ate the cake at the middle of it. And then that's when this tingling started right here at the tip of my nose. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, what is this? You know, what is this? You know, so, you know, I don't know, my body responding to the sugar or something. You know, I'm sensitive to salt and sugar. I don't really consume those two. But to keep from going on a binge on it, I measure and just say, okay, you know, it's been a minute since I had some cake, so let me have a piece. Let me see what moon phases is, y'all. I don't know off the top of my head. Moon phase for the day, so I can kind of get an idea of this craving situation. Something got to be causing this. I'm telling you, man. Okay, let's see what this is. Today the 16th. So why would you skip all the way to the 18th and give me the moon phase for the 18th? Why would you do that? Okay, we are in a waning crescent. I supposed been to travel by now. I didn't travel last night. I mean, early this morning. No traveling. I want to travel, but I want to be safe. I want to travel early in the morning. Because I need to travel. Oh, I forgot. I only travel during a crescent new moon. Oh, on the 18th, we're in a dark moon, so it's good to do your black magic, you know, only if people have wronged you for the 18th of August and the 19th of August, okay? hmm We will have no moon on the 18th and 19th, so that's when you do your dark magic and stuff, witches. Okay. Well, I'm looking for the mouse. I'm like, where's my mouse? I'm here on the tablet looking for my mouse, y'all. Once again, here is my newest book or manual, the Voodoo Doll Operation Manual. This is me here with my dreadlocks and Gede. This book has patterns inside of it, so you can create your own dolls. If you're interested in that book, you can go to Amazon. You can click the link down in my description box. It's only $10 and get it if you're interested in making your own doll. Or I got to put that on my website, but I don't have 4 or 5 copies to put on my website. They go just like that, and I really appreciate y'all. I really do. Okay. Thank you, veteran. Thank you for the super chat. She says, a child of the spirits. Thank you so much and everything. And I really appreciate you all a lot as I go through my things on social media with the bullies and stuff. They be trying to bully mama. I heard somebody say, "Mama, don't nobody bully you. You can only bully children. Adults cannot be bullied." As they try to harass mom. Sarah, yeah, I've done so in the past, and when we went to the doctor's office and pressure be sky high, and they told me not to sit in no more salt like that because they said it shoots my blood pressure up. Yes, a veteran. Crystals are good, also especially black crystals. Yes. Okay, Juice says getting my light and black candles out. Okay, 18th and the 19th. Okay, so remember that. You light some candles them days, put your little drop of blood in there, what have you. You'll probably be able to get some of your enemies to silence themselves for a little while. Juice said their body aftershocks. Kay said, Mama, what if you're a mermaid? That explains the salt. Okay. Yes, Kay Amour says the Coke, I heard they put aborted babies in it, but I don't know. And the orange juices too. Orange juice have aborted babies in it too. Boy, we full of all kind of crazy stuff. They want me to believe that they're concerned about the COVID-19 spread because they don't necessarily want us to die from it and all of that. But at the same time, too, they abort babies all day long, every single damn day. They're aborting babies. Do you hear me? Okay, Jude says, I got bananas. I like them and good for you. Case of the plants sing to each other. People are trying to make plant music by using their sound frequencies. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it on up for the night. I'm growing very tired. I'm growing tired and sleepy, y'all. That's why I said tonight I'm gonna have to stop. I don't think I can do nothing else for the night. And he's just about ready. He's just got to have his earrings and stuff on and stuff. And I was going to do a few charms and string up a bead of necklaces and stuff. Y'all give me a minute, you know. For people who wait on the products, I'm gonna take me a brief break and everything. And oh, I got a lot to package up and get off into the mail Monday, y'all. It ain't gonna be no joke. That's the hardest part. Getting the things boxed up and going to the post office. Y'all pray for me. Hey, Divine Symmetry, how you doing? Um, 420 said, it just reminds you of the children being snatched away in slavery. hmm Everybody got sad when I told them about the situation of my story being adopted. Divine Symmetry says that, oh, so sad. 420 said just makes you want to cry. I was going to cry. I was going to cry. Oh, you making a fondant cake? Melanated high priestess. Oh, oh, for your daughter's birthday. Oh, gosh, girl. I sure wish I had somebody like you around. Cause, child, I be, eating all kind of cakes and all type of stuff. I wish I could get me a cook or something by here or something. Somebody kind of clean up for mama or something other like that. It'd be so nice. You know, I wish I could afford a chef. You know, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? My mom had not a chef, but a lady that came by and cooked for us. And cleaned up and did our hair and stuff in the morning because she stayed with us for a while. Her name was Miss Mary. And the woman who delivered me, her name was Miss Mary. Uh-huh. Oh, Denise just said seems like everybody is pregnant. I was noticing that. What's going on with that, y'all? Okay, good night, 420. Okay. I'm going to go ahead on and leave, and I'll be back tomorrow. And everything, it's been wonderful and stuff. I'm growing very, very, very weary and tired and sleepy and stuff. It's about bedtime. I'm probably gonna go in there and see what's going on TV. Y'all see I don't be playing, don't you? Hello. And I disclaimer: do not do this. What do I put in what I dress my candles with? I dress them with what you call them? And don't nobody do this. Don't y'all do this. I've dressed mine with gunpowder and, or not gunpowder, BB gun pellets and stuff. Don't y'all put that in there. Don't do that. I'm gonna be doing some crazy stuff, taking chances. Disclaimer: please don't do anything like that. You understand? But I've taken some chances and done some crazy ass things, mixing all kind of stuff together to see what's gonna happen and all of that. But don't do that though. But you know, that's what I've done. Let's just sprinkle a little gunpowder or something like that. You know, to get it activated. So somebody of my caliber, I have to do things of that nature. I got a bunch of these candles now. My hands are dirty, you know. They are dirty, and it's only for my own protection. That's all, and for like when I'm doing work, you know, people say I need this for protection, Mama. That means the practitioner is on the line to help with her spirits to protect those people who come and say, Mama, give me this right here. I need some protection. Ain't he gorgeous? Oh, wow. He's just too cute. Tell him hello. Do he look innocent? Anybody think he looks innocent, okay? Anybody think he's, hey, put the two of them together right here like that? Now, what you think? What y'all think will happen if you got these two burning right at the same time? Oh, Denise said he's cute. What we got going? We got these two burning at the same time. A recipe for disaster. And then what I do? I just ain't got it in me tonight. I usually sit up late. What I did something different today. This right here, I'm putting this on here. Look, the nail polish. I put nail polish on it, make the lips shine. I put 3 coats on it. See, make his teeth shine. You know how teeth be shining. Hey, you on the camera. You know that with your mouth wide open, don't you? I said you on the camera.
What you doing there?
I'm still live streaming. I'm live streaming. Do I want what? What is it? What? I'll take a look. Why are you looking crazy? What's wrong? Oh yeah. I don't need that stuff, but I sure might have some. Look at this, y'all. Unga cha 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 cha. Unga, unga, unga. That's it. So what I do, I get in here and put some earrings on them. I don't know why I'm just growing sleepy. Just growing sleepy, y'all. I'm just growing sleepy. I got all the other stuff over there. Did you know this cake over here?
Hmm?
You got a cake thing over here.
That's yours.
Oh, you ate all the icing out of it?
No, I ain't touching it.
Icing still in it?
Yeah.
Ain't no icing in that.
This is it.
Hold up, y'all.
There you go.
Look at that. I don't see no icing.
There it is, look. Turn it upside down.
Oh,
And all to
Lord.
the back.
You eating that? You
Like
can don't eat it because I
Oh,
can't
too,
eat it.
that's so sweet.
They put me 2 little slices. You know what in there.
Some chips.
Look, I'm gonna have to do some sit-ups tonight.
Some chips.
Yes, Lord. Mr. Willie offered me some potato chips, y'all. That's the demon that I told you about, right there. So I'll put some of these on here, right here. Okay. I want everybody to know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Okay. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do because my stomach's getting bigger and bigger sitting up late at night. I might have to change my schedule. It's getting big, y'all. Look, y'all. So, what I'll do is put these on his ear. He'll get that. Or I could do the carpal. See, I got the tingling sensation right here. Mr. Willie. Oh, he gone in now. Hey, you got to close that because that they'll be talking about, I can't monetize this video because that background noise, and it's a wrap on this video now. Mama won't even getting that no food. They give you about 50 cents a video. Here we go. There we go. So this will go on his ear. And that'll give him more flavor. Flavor, 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 flavor. I want this $10,000 for business owners everybody been talking about. I want that. I want the 10 grand. That's the pup in there barking because the pup wants some of that food to eat, but we gotta get him, stop him from having. He gonna have to just eat his own food. He have to stop this. He want. Oh, y'all looking hot. Shit. So I'm getting the jump ring so that I can go ahead on and put it together. Shit, I'm hot. I need to get that $10,000 so I can get a whole bunch of organizing things to go in the temple. I'll be at the temple tomorrow, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all in on it, okay? Come on. Mama can't use her finger. Mama can't use this finger. So I'm putting all the stress on the actual fuck you finger to be able to do what I need to have done. Damn, this is a hard ass jump ring to open up. Y'all, I forgot I'm still online. That's why I wanted to keep y'all here till hi. Y'all now jewelry is the hardest. I'm telling you, jewelry making jewelry hard for me. A lot of people are we got a jewelry maker on here. Melanated High Priestess is a jewelry maker. Uh shit, you gotta have some strong ass joints and fingers to do this jewelry magic. That's exactly what it called. This jump ring, I cannot open this shit up. Got it open. Y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me late tonight. What the hell? This shit, it didn't just look like it just closed right on back up. Like, You go. I don't like hard ass hoops and jump rings to fool with. I don't like that. You about to break. Finally got it open. And here we go. And here we go. And here we go. And let's close this off. I be in here just resting. Mr. Wood don't know what I go through. I be in here resting. He be in here asleep. I be up all night. I love it though. I really love it. I know what I need. I need a set of pliers. Yeah, Mr. Wood got a big set, but he won't let you keep them. Somebody he needed to jack his car up just in case. But that one I can work well with it. I'm gonna go and get my own. I sure am. Look like I'm gonna have to use both of these. Yeah, I'm determined to do this here. Damn. Hoop is this? And you have to be careful because if you don't close these things off, then the person be wearing the jewelry and it just fall off and they're going to be mad with you. Here we go. Got a whole earring here. And I can put it, I just got through eating chips and I'm handling the doll. Yeah, I probably said, Mama just got through eating them chips and she handling the doll. But wait till he get through doing what he really got to do. It's sure enough going to be something going on. Okay, he got a lot of work to do. I think I need to move the ears. Look at that. See? I think the ears are too far back. Y'all see that? Yeah, the ears need to be moved more or less. Our ears are far back. I don't know why it just seemed like his ears are too far back. And then, so what I will do, I'm going to, y'all, I just be looking at a sea of junk. So that's why I need to $10,000 so that I can get all of the organization type things and just have it in one big room in the temple, and I can just go from one place to the next. You know what I'm saying? A spot for the jewelry, a spot for the cloth, a spot. That's gonna be my dream right there, to do this all in the temple. Not all, but it'd be cool. Anybody scared of this? That's because his ear is not positioned quite, but it ain't even about that, you know what I'm saying? Shit. It ain't about that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's about making sure he has all his stuff on so he can do his work at the end of the day. Am I right, dude? I don't want your ear to fall off on camera because that's going to be embarrassing. You know that? It came off, y'all. Yeah, it's going to just come on off. Well, crap. Crap easy. That didn't work. I just think the earring shape funny. Y'all won't stay in. Let's see if we open it wider. What happens? Okay. Now we're talking. I don't want to bend it too much. There we go. Anybody scared of him? Anybody afraid of him? No, says Chastain. Okay, so ain't nobody scared. It's more or less these are church people that be frightened of this stuff. Okay, good. Go. Okay, so I have the right witches up in here tonight. I think it's the daytime crew that be scared. No, I'm just teasing. I ain't gonna put that on the nighttime crew. Okay, so Rock says remember to use leverage makes mechanisms easy. Oh, Torrent says I want a doll this week. Okay, so you know what kind would you like? You want one like that? Is it too tight? Got my other dolls. Where's my other dolls? There's one over there. Okay, Lex, how you doing? Lex said he has a friendly smile. He look like he's smiling. They're the ones I don't know. Smiles are more spookier to me than angry people. People who smile are more spooky. Shit, that's just like when Carrie came home from going to the prom. Her mom comes out possessed looking, and she has this huge knife, and she just looks like this, and she has a smile on her face. That's some scary shit right there, man. I don't know, both of them scared, tell you the truth. But them smiles and stuff, smiling faces, they don't tell the truth. Look at that. So, this one right here is going all the way to California. You going to California? Let's look at his face. Are you excited about going to California? Mm-mm. Do he look like he mad with me, y'all? Or do he look like he mad with y'all? Y'all. He does look like the Joker character. I'm gonna make another one and make the Joker hat. I'm gonna put the Joker hat on him and the long black coat. I'm gonna put all that on and the gold teeth. Mm-hmm. Okay. Aaron said, "What's behind his smile?" LOL. He's looking like, I'm gonna take care of him. Don't just give me some time. And this stuff come from the graveyard right here. Y'all sure y'all ain't scared? It's graveyard mouse. Creek, pebbles, and swamp stuff in here. Mm-hmm. He coming all the way from spooky, the backwoods of Alabama. I'm telling you, these wolves ain't nothing to play with. Okay, Denisha say, look like he's ready to do some work. Yes, Lord. And what I'll do is I'll anoint his face real good with some anointing oil, protection oil, and all of my other fighter oil, warrior oil. I'll anoint it real good. I thought I had some over here, which I do. I have some. Where's my warrior oil? I wash my hands and stuff with soap and everything. Now, I'll go over this with Florida water. I like to take some of my energy, off of it or what have you. And then I'll take this right here, this oil right here, and I'll start going over his face and teeth and feathers and And I was put the power in. And I get loud and I get to talking to them and everything. Telling them what's supposed to do. And I hear some mumbling in the background saying, and then I blow it in the, like, or down in the bottle. I had a bottle I show y'all, but I don't have a bottle around here. Just for I hurry up and seal it up. You know, like that. Put the energy into it. That's what was done with that. So it got herb, stone, wind. It's got all the elements. One thing he got is the fire. And fire, I think fire is what? What is fire? The earth would be all of the stones and all of that, and then the wind would be the breath, and I don't know what the fire would be. I don't know what the fire would be, and I don't necessarily have to put no water, and I wouldn't put no water in here or anything like that. Then I drop the essential oils in here. The oils I choose for something like this is camphor, you know. And then at the same token, it's a lot of things you can do, man. And it's just been fun, man. It's been a blast. I've had some wonderful times and stuff, creating my charms and all that good stuff. I just can't help but keep looking. Mr. Winter, they can see you. I can see you. That's a swamp man right there. Yeah. There it is again, the tingle. Like she was talking about the tingle. The tingle is here. Some junk up here. Okay. Hey, pretty crystal clear, how you doing? Love you too. Okay, Juice says Mama fire agate stones might be good. Yeah, now what I'll do is when I make my charms, I will put some of those in my little tiny little charms and stuff, and then dress them up with all type of little cute things, you know, trinkets and stuff. I like that. Denisha says sprinkle some ashes in his feathers. Yes, and you can also have a vial of ashes and stuff like that too. I think ashes will represent the fire. Thank you so much for that. I'll remember that because I couldn't. I wanted to put all 4 elements in there. If I ain't do nothing, but put like a drop of. I didn't do it, but like a drop of like water in it. Blow the breath in there, and then the stones represent the earth and our bones. You can have bones. I got one over here with bones and stuff. I can't find nothing tonight, man. Like some necromancy type charms and stuff. But it's just fun. I mean, I'm just coming up with all these ideas and stuff, and people are just texting all kind of times of the night, calling me up saying, "Mama, I want this, I want that." I just tell some people, just hold your money just a minute and give me time to finish up these other people, because I'm like, oh, how am I gonna do all this work? And so that's my other doll. It's already, somebody bought that within 10 minutes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead on and put this doll online so people can at least see it, but it won't be for sale. Because honestly, I made a huge mistake. You know? People, there are some people said, why don't you have it where you can have a lot of selections available? And I can't do it like that because it takes so long. I'd be stuck making the same thing over and over again. And I went in there today and they didn't even have the beads I was looking for, y'all. They didn't have the charms. You know, I got the last little charm for the, everybody wants the love attraction necklace. Oh, shit. And they had only one left. So what am I gonna have to do? Drive all over Birmingham looking? You know. I know y'all tired of seeing it, but I put a little bit more gloss on his teeth because I want his teeth and lips to shine. Looks pretty for convincing. It's gonna be heavy to ship too. So if you can throw me in a few more dollars for shipping, I sure would appreciate it. Cause I can feel, and it is going all the way to Cali too. I mean, I may need a little bit of shipping on this here. They be charging me a lot to ship there. This probably gonna be about $15 to ship from Alabama to California. You got a long journey in a box, baby. Long journey. Let's talk to him. You got a long journey. Okay? Maybe you'll be singing that song. I wish they all could be California girls. I wish they all could be California girls. Can I sing that? No. But you know, I always wanted to live in California. I really did. I wanted to. When I first went, I just fell in love with the place as a kid. I didn't even want to come back because it was boring here, no diversity, and there was too many churches around this damn place. So when I cried when I had to come back here. I cried. We were in I made a mistake and scratched my face right here on the side. I got a terrible nail that needs to be filed down. I'm glad I got this here. I use this to file down my dolls' nails. When I make Getty dolls with fingernails and stuff, I take my time to file them and stuff. But yeah, I was so disappointed we had to come back to Alabama. I was like, oh my God, I just don't want to be here. It was so much fun there. It really was. We were in Compton. And that was before Compton just really got bad. We were in Compton, California. And my cousin would take us everywhere to, what's one of the places, her favorite places where one of her friends lived. I got a chance to see Sigmund and the Sea Monster, dude. I got a chance to see him and everything. He lived behind her in Compton, but Compton was not, like you hear back in the 80s, like, it's just bad there and all that. But back in the 70s and stuff like that, it was a pretty, pretty place. And my uncle had a beautiful house out there at the time. And I like, that was the uncle that turned on me eventually, but I like the houses in California because they're deep. They go far to the back. Our houses are narrow. You know, where's a house, and this is the front, and this is the back. It's like deep. But here, we're like narrow. That's it. Our houses are long, but they're narrow. This is the front. This is the back. But there, you got that. My uncle had mirrors all over his living room. We thought it was sharp. I was like, ooh, it's so pretty in here. And it had the classical red carpeting everywhere. It's like, ooh, Aunt got a badass house. My cousin Nisa, you don't know it, but I was the one that got all that fingernail polish all over your you know, our children are past. My cousin, she was like in her teens. I think she's about 17 years old. And I, I'm just a little kid playing around. I had got nail polish all over her dresser and stuff. And just wasting them and stuff like that because she had a big old case of nail polish and stuff. And I know they cussed my ass out when I left that place. And to get it off, I took my time and got some fingernail polish remover and rubbed it to get it off. So it also took the actual varnish and paint off of the dresser. And so what I did when I noticed the mistake I made, I went and got a towel and sat it up there on the thing so we could leave, so we could get the hell up out of that joint. And so Nisa, so now you know what happened to your dresser. Hello. But they kept letting us come, though. Matter of fact, when I turned 20 years old, they had wanted me to come back and stay. Kathy, I know Kathy done passed away now. Kathy might still, but Kathy, if you're still alive, hit me up. Debbie, Give me a call, Debbie. Last I heard you, they said you wasn't gonna make it. You moved from Fairfield, California to I'm just telling these folks business to Reno, Nevada. Give me a call. If don't be shy, girl. Call me up. I don't know how you do it. I want to know if you made it. I cannot find her anywhere. I can't find her. I done typed her name in and stuff like that. I used to like you, girl. She was my favorite cousin. I said, out of all my cousins, she was one of my favorites. She she was real good to me. She really was. I did not like you, Niecy. Niece is an airline stewardess. I don't know, you might have got too old to do it. But yeah, those were the days out there in California, baby. Mama loved California. Damn, man, the bandstand was out there and everything. As a little girl, I used to cry. My nose be red. I'm like, Mom, I want to go back. I want to stay. I don't want to be here. Now I've gotten too old and I cannot afford it. I cannot go to California because people called me and said, Mama, it's too expensive. So, you know, Mama ain't used to paying that kind of rent. Mama can't pay no $3,000 a month. No. If I come into some money, I would really rather stay in Florida. I'll go and visit Cali again, but I'd rather live in Florida. Probably in Florida, Boca Raton. That's what I like. I like Boca Raton. I love the energy out there. You know what I'm saying? And the heat is not as hot. I noticed that they divert the very radioactive heat towards the most undesirable places to keep it cooled off in the places where they pay a lot of rent, a lot of mortgages, stuff like that. So Boca Raton. And I think there's a place out there called Dr. Phillips that's real, real nice. It's not easy to get out there because you have to, I think they say you have to be voted in. So if they don't vote you in, you can't move there. Y'all, I better take my behind. I'm gonna let y'all go to bed. I know y'all bored to death sitting out here listening to me talk about my childhood and stuff. And I used to go to Disneyland and Cali and stuff. I was hoping I could find me a boyfriend, and when I went out there, I never did find me no boyfriend. Matter of fact, I never seen any boys. I was like, oh, I hope I get me a California boyfriend. Mama sitting around here young. Each time we went, maybe this time I find me a boyfriend. Oh Lord. Mama found her boyfriend in Indianapolis. She sure did. Sure did when I went to Indianapolis. Because I got family that live out in Indianapolis. It was actually my, y'all know these are people are my adopted family members. So, and I told y'all about this story. It was an adopted family member that, well, let me explain to you. Okay. So first of all, these are my adopted family members. So it was my mother's nephew, wife's child. It was not my mother's nephew's child, but my mother's nephew's wife's child. Okay? So he was going around telling everybody I was his girlfriend, and I accepted. So we thought we were boyfriend and girlfriend. So, and that's a little childhood puppy love thing, 13 years old. 13 years old and everything. I would be going around at school. They'd be like, Vanita, you ain't even got no boyfriend. I got a boyfriend. Where your boyfriend at? My boyfriend live in Indianapolis. Okay, I want to see a picture of him. Back then, wasn't no pictures like you couldn't send them to Facebook and nothing like that. But there was some cool times and stuff. His name was Ivan. When I saw Ivan looked like he really still liked me. When we went to my but that was a kid thing because people probably say, "Oh, it's still wrong. It's still wrong." It was a little bit of children things, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like now I would be like trying to talk to him. But Ivan was at my aunt's funeral back in 2018, and Ivan, I could tell, still liked me. I could tell it, even though Mama was dressed up with a head rag on, looking like she had just got out the field picking cotton and stuff. He seemed to be still intrigued. I should say, you know what, I take down my phone number, baby, so I can talk to you, because he was just looking at me as I was looking at everybody, just smiling. I said, Ivan still likes me. Ivan is married. I saw your wife, Ivan. I hope don't nobody know Ivan. Don't tell Ivan what I said, y'all. Okay. Ah, Chastain. She has not forgotten. Oh, I showed y'all a picture, Ivan. Yeah, she said, I think you showed us a picture of Ivan. I sure did. I showed I showed y'all a picture of me hugging Ivan with dressed up like I was a slave, y'all. I got my ass whooped. Don't y'all ever go to no funeral with no bright colors on. Respect the dead, baby. I didn't have an ounce of black on. I didn't have my black on. I didn't have my shades on or anything like that. And I went out the graveyard with a pair of sandals on my feet. Boy, they put my ass. To this day, I still got a lot of that shit on me. I wound up getting hoarse slightly after that. And it was on me for quite a bit. That horsing has stayed on me for a long time. I thought I wasn't going to never get rid of that. You know, and then I was in my auntie's house that died. She died in that house, and I looked so much like her. Them spirits jumped my ass, man. I'm telling you. They jumped me. Pressure shot up even higher and everything. So, like, if you go to a funeral, make sure, please, that you have on the proper necessary things to respect the dead, because they will whip your ass. Mama got hoarse and then turned around, her pressure shot up. They had to add me on another blood pressure pill. Yep. And be careful when someone dies in a room. You know, you just don't just pop up in that room if they haven't done the proper cleansing and the proper, you know, rituals and stuff. Like here, if somebody dies in a room, you know, they open the drawers up and shit. I think they open them or close them. I got a book with these Southern traditions on them. They open the windows to encourage the spirits to leave. You know, it's a lot to it. You cover up the mirror so that the spirit won't go into that mirror and stay in there and stay trapped. They ignored everything. I told Omega and I told Don. I told Omega and Don. I said, listen, I said, death is in that house. Y'all can't just sit in here and just live in this like this. Somebody has to do something fast. They didn't want to be bothered. Don died a few months after his mama. So many months after he died, after his mom died. Spirit was trapped in that house. The spirit be looking for another body. So if any is on me, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Get off of me, Satan. Get your ass away from him. I be cussing them spirits out. Auntie said, Mom, Vanita, you're supposed to cuss the spirit. I be cussing. Get your ass away from me. I don't want you in here. Get out. Y'all ever do that? Cuss the spirit. Find somebody else to mount. You cannot mount me. You got some pretty teeth. Shoot, Mama might have to make her a plate go in her mouth. Get this right here and make me some tea. I think I better go. Thank you so much. Better set it up. Doll look nice. Yes, Chastain. He was a light-skinned fellow. Yeah. He was a very sweet soul. He would have been somebody I could have dominated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I could have dominated him very easily. So. It's hard to dominate those dark ones. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing y'all. I'm playing. Y'all, okay, I'm going to go ahead on and let y'all go on. I'll be just looking to see if I missed something. Your foot hurting, Chastain. We got some rain yesterday. I do need a vacation, Jude. I got to rest up. Yes, Jude, California is expensive. I can't do nothing with that. I would look. I can look now. Mm. Oh, my body's saying, why is you doing this to us? You are mistreating us and abusing us. I am so sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. But it's just something about the chip. Mm. Mm. After I just ate them, they don't fail too. Look, I'm gonna look up California real estate. One second. Los Angeles, California. Realtor.com. Okay. Let's find the cheapest house that they have. Okay. We're gonna go to El Segundo. No, I'm just teasing. Mm. Should I go to El Segundo? El Segundo. Okay. Oh my God. And Fred used to always make fun of El Segundo as if though it was like a dump. Here's a house in El Segundo that is $1,429,000. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see this place? $1,429,000. This is crazy. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Townhomes, 1,200,000. Who is paying this kind of money? And they do that so that they can eliminate certain types of people, and that's the poor. They don't want the poor people over there. Ooh, 1,500,000. Hold up, y'all. Let me see a house that I can show y'all. Nothing but condos. Let me use this filter to change this. I'm going to say I want a single family home. No more than no more than 600,000. Zero results for 600,000. One house for 1.2 million. One. I will get the fuck up out that damn place because these motherfuckers think somebody crazy for this goddamn kind of money. And somebody finna move in this damn motherfucker too. Let me see. Y'all excuse me, I got all kind of food under my nails and all. Do y'all see this? Look at that. Do y'all see that? 1,199,000. Mm. You can't find a house in El Segundo under $1,000,000 some odd dollars. Mm, mm. Well, that's I wouldn't. No wonder we seeing all these California tags coming here. And then it's hard to believe this thing when they said so many people are out of work. Well, if so many people are out of work, well, I mean, like, where do these people live? I mean, where do they work? They still got money. Ooh, y'all, I'm through with this. I won't be going back there unless I plan on living on the street in my car or something. That's the only way. What's that? Maybe around 2000, you could find a good house for 500,000. That's old money over there. Says pretty crystal clear, huh? Old money. Most places are good for creative people. At least it's pretty crystal clear. Yes, Jude, you need 2 million to 3 million. Mm-hmm. She craziness. She says. Mm-hmm. Jude says expensive. Venice is good for creative people. Oh, Gail said, okay, LOL, Mama. You know I live in California, San Francisco, but I love it here. It is expensive, though. I'm still city. Okay, can you talk to me, Gail? Because I've always wanted to live in California. Gail. Why and how the hell you can afford that place? Girl, you rich, ain't you? I believe Gail is a movie star. Gail, you live in San Francisco. Let me see what the prices are in San Francisco. I left my heart in San Francisco, high on a hill. Y'all remember that? Oh, nah, that's wrong. That's wrong. They did something wrong. That is not what I'm looking for. We didn't find any matches. Wait a minute now. This thing is acting up now. Let me get out of here. Who are all these people that are not working? They people didn't lose their jobs in California because they still got houses. Well, you know what? San Francisco don't look that bad. I was told that San Francisco was really, really, really expensive. Well, now, you'll be living in a condominium somewhere. Okay, that's not bad. Cause El Segundo is something else. I was expecting, El Segundo to be cheap. Whatever happened to Watts? Whatever happened to Watts? I heard that they were going to tear down the projects in Watts and build homes. Here's a cute little house for 410. Yeah, get me over there. Get me to San Francisco. I want to move there because I got a feeling that I can sure enough do the art, the dolls and stuff, and paint. Do some plein air paintings and stuff. I'll be close to the ocean and everything. Okay, get me to San Francisco. Okay, or El Segundo. You gonna tell us what the secret is? Okay, Gail said exactly. They come in economic. They want to help and they come in and take over. Gail, you still ain't telling us how to create the magic. Yeah. Thank you, Jude. That makes me feel so much better. California is on fire. Last I look, maybe it's out now. It is on fire. It need to be on fire. Shit, these motherfuckers is charging this outrageous money to stay there, and people are trying to hold on the best they can because this is their life. This is all they know is California. You understand? But I was looking at that Santa Ana was on fire. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a place, part of California. I think is so beautiful. Is Santa Monica. I never been there, but I was looking at it here on the internet, and it looks so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It looks like heaven, and it seems like they let only certain type of people in on stuff like that. Pretty Crystal Clear said, if you are going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. I definitely will. Matter of fact, I thought I had some over here. This right here is for San Francisco. So y'all gonna let me come, and y'all gonna get me a house out there. I'm doing this right here because I thought I had. Okay, I have this here. I'm wearing this right here because I'm going to become a millionaire. Press 1 if you're going to become a millionaire. Press 1 if you're going to get a million or more. I know I am. So I need to get in there. Press 1. Here I is, San Francisco. Okay. Y'all get my house ready and everything. I'm going to hang out there for a little while and do some art. I'm probably stay out there for about 6 months. About 6 months. Something like that, you know. So I can become more cultured. This is for you. Okay. Okay. Is this what I need right here, Pretty Crystal? Would they accept me in San Francisco, y'all? If I come out there looking like this, would I? Because I saw very few people that look like me in Southern California. Very few. Just about none. Just about none. Jude, you say yes? Okay. Oh, hey Paul, how you doing? Paul, how you doing? I'm leaving the South. I'm leaving this side of the South, Southeast, and I'm going to Southwest. Yes, I'm gonna go out there for a little while, for about 6 months, and then I'll leave there, and I'll probably stay in Jamaica for a little while or something like that. I'm serious. I want to do this. I really want to do this. So I'm gonna have to find a way to pack all of my arty things with me and stuff like that. Right now, I can get in my truck and drive straight to Cali. I sure can. It probably take me about 3 days. About 3 days. It honestly, for people who live overseas, it would take me about 3 days to drive from Alabama to California. Mm-hmm. Only one okay, only Sweet Tea and Chastain wants to be, and okay, and Paul wants to become millionaires. The rest of y'all don't. Oh man, I'm telling you, man, money is very necessary when you want to live a healthy life. I know a lot of people say, oh, you don't need money to live healthy. Oh, yes, you do. Because if you don't have money, then you're forced to stay in areas where the frequencies and stuff is off, and you know what I'm saying, you don't have food, certain food options available to you, and it really affects your quality of life. I'm not talking about money in the sense of, buying sport cars and living a lavish life or whatever. I'm just saying being in a place where, the energy is like very, you know what I'm saying? That where the energy is vibing right with you, and you're able to shop and go places and get healthy organic foods and stuff. The water is cleaner. So if you live in a place where you can get a house for $500-$600, don't expect the water to be clean. Expect to bathe in water that has a lot of chemicals in it. But I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say you can get a filter. Expect to be around a lot of people who don't have, that are frustrated. You're gonna feel that energy. frustrated, broke, busted, damn near disgusted, those type of things. You got to be in that energy. You got to be in that funk with them. Matter of fact, you are that funk. You don't have no money neither. But when you get some cash and you can go and stay in places like San Francisco, like she said, that's Venice. Somebody said Venice is a very creative place for artists and everything. And you in those type places and stuff like that, you have more access. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to deal with the evils of the church people. I see. Gail just didn't want to. I put a lot of pressure on Gail. Gail didn't say anything about the secrets of how to get out there. Yeah. Oh, Juice said, I'll stay in Michigan. Thanks. I'll visit California, but about it. Yeah, that's me too. I'll visit them, but honestly, I have never been. But if I had to stay at least 6 months, because I don't think I could permanently live anywhere else but Alabama. But if somebody says, well, for about 6 weeks, to a month or something like that, you can go and all expenses paid, and you can do some art or what have you in the place of your desire. Where would that be? It would definitely be in the nature portion of Jamaica. Now I know I'm too old and too heavy to climb that Blue Mountain, but I would love to kind of like go to the rivers of the Blue Mountains and wash my dreadlocks in those springs and stuff. I would love to do that, or Saint Lucia, or Saint Lucia. Wouldn't that be nice? That's what I would like to do. But just to visit, that's it. Just to visit. I would like to visit Haiti. Not to stay, but just to visit. I don't know. I just feel like the spirits over there would just kind of like get all over Mama. Mama have to protect herself. Because spirits love them. Spirits love to attach to me. And now Cuba is always number one. Cuba will always be the number one place. Okay, Juice said they got hoodoo in California. A lot of witches living up in the hills of California, and they have money. Well, how we gonna get our hands on their money? Okay, that's a spell for you right there. We can get our hands on their money. A Jew said, I'd need a roommate even at my age. Several roommates from what I just got through reading. Several. It would probably take everybody in the chat, all us getting in. We all be in there together trying to live in one of them damn houses. Shoot. And putting money together with all us in the chat to get up to, because okay, all the houses were running about almost like $1,200,000. You need about $12,000 monthly worth of mortgage money. And then you got your taxes and stuff on the house, and you got to insure it. I know insurance is high in Cali with all of those fires. They said some houses are not even able to be insured because the insurance companies don't even want to take the chance. Gail but bailed out on us. Okay, Pretty Crystal says, yes, Haiti and New Orleans would be interesting to visit. I haven't been to either yet. I went to New Orleans and mama got some of it on her. Somebody put a goddamn hex on my son. And I'm sitting here trying to help him out, and this shit jumped me. A woman, I remember her face, put something on us. Took Auntie to help me get that stuff off of me. Sometimes I still have trouble with it. It hit your throat chakra. This lady looked at us and started walking backwards. And at the time, I was like looking at her and stuff like that, like, like, dude, what is wrong with you? Huh, Auntie? My son engine went out as soon as we got home. I mean, the motor went in his car, and his blood sugars kept dropping. He had something on him. And I was like, don't worry, baby. I get that. I got her ass. Swallowed a whole damn pill. A whole pill. They had to go down there and get it out. I'm like, God damn, mm-mm. I was in Gretna, Louisiana. And Gretna ain't too far from New Orleans. Y'all should have been to New Orleans prior to Katrina. That was this is a different New Orleans. They don't change this New Orleans here. The last New Orleans real nice. Even after Katrina for a little bit, you know, it was still kind of had the spirit. The spirit was there. I don't feel the spirit no more when I go there. They done ran them, drove them spirits off because the spirits are in the people. They drove them folks away from them. They don't turn into some kind of tourist attraction or something. You know, they ain't even right no more. But when I went there, everybody showed me so much love. They liked it. I don't know if they do it now, but they would kiss you on your cheek and everything. And they was telling me about how they blew up the levees and stuff like that. Said that it wasn't just because the waters came in from the lakes and stuff, but it was because they blew the levees up. Hey Sharon, how you doing? Sharon, I really love that art. When I open the door into the temple, it's the first thing that I see. Thank you so much for the donation to the temple. She does really beautiful stained glass artwork. So if y'all are interested, hit her up. Oh, Katrina. Oh, Katrina didn't happen 18 years ago. Katrina happened in 2005. 15. 15 years ago. They're gonna hit it again. They'll always hit New Orleans because they trying to drive certain people out of that place. And when I went last month back, first of all, food wasn't the same. So if you live in New Orleans, I don't get calls for people in New Orleans. I don't have, clients in New Orleans, and I don't have really people in the chat room that are from New Orleans. But if we do have somebody in the chat room from New Orleans, please tell us where some of the best places to eat, because I've been eating, when I go there and I eat the food, I said, these people are not native to New Orleans, because I know what New Orleans food tastes like. So maybe it's a situation, because a lot of those places that I used to go to, they have been flooded out. They have been flooded. There was a place on Magazine Street that had some real good Cajun crawfish and all of that. And then under the bridge, under the Viaduct Bridge, where the Mardi Gras Indians used to go. Now, I don't know, we ain't got no New Orleans people in here. There was a place under there, Asians had it, and damn it, they still knew that good eating. And on one side, you'd have all your seafood that's raw. And on the other side, you can have it cooked. And I'm telling you, man, it was this was pre-Katrina. They will roll them crawfish out across that table. Put a white tablecloth on it and roll it out on the table. And I mean, they was doing that too when I went pre-Katrina. They didn't care who came in and ate. They didn't care. They'd have corn and sausage. When they do that, they just dump it on a table. It's not in a plate. They just dump all of the seafood on the table like that. And we just all sat there and we just feasted and stuff like that. And some guy I was talking and everything to him, and he just shoved a crawfish in my mouth. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. He done pulled the tail out of that and just stuck it in my mouth while I'm talking. And I'm sitting down here like, I don't want to be, rude. I went ahead too, but I wanted to spit it in his face. But I wanted to do nasty fingers and stuff, just gonna shove that in my mouth. But those were the days. We would just go all down Bourbon Street and stuff. My daughters were drinking. They were drinking. They didn't card them. They didn't check them or nothing like that. But there were Jello shots, and everybody was saying, "Oh, they got drunk. They got a whole bunch of drunkards on the Swiss side of the family." And then on top of it, Auntie drank a lot too. So, but they were like harmless little jello shots because me and Mr. Willie went off and got something to eat. And so I told him, I said, y'all can go on. Y'all go where y'all want to go and everything. Y'all got your phones and stuff. So it was on Bourbon Street, drinking, just taking one shot behind the other. Just a little bit of jello shots. So, they weren't drunk or anything like that because they don't get those kids. In New Orleans, I don't know if they do cart you now, but if you want to drink and you're 15 years old, just go to Bourbon Street. Go somewhere in New Orleans and they'll give you all the drink you want. Here, we card people. There, just drink because it's mostly watered down anyways. And my other daughter come back with a vibrator in her hand and then with condoms. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And they were like, the Mardi Gras parade, they threw condoms and stuff like that. And my daughter had caught a vibrator. That's a wild place. They do wild Mardi Gras there. We don't do, in Mobile, we don't do wild Mardi Gras. Our Mardi Gras are like family oriented here in Mobile and stuff. Because, telling them British whooped our ass, they beat our ass. They beat that shit out of us. Because we were wild and crazy too, but they beat you so bad. Strung you from all them goddamn magnolia trees and shit. And oak trees and stuff. Until you got it together. You get fucked up in Mobile too. You can get fucked up. You talking about I got fucked up in Gretna. You can get fucked up in Mobile. I never will forget. We went to Mardi Gras. Me, Mr. Willie, and Poker. Okay. We went down there and we were just driving around because we were trying to find a parking space in the night. It was after Mardi Gras. I needed a parking space because there's a seafood joint in Mobile that got some of the best seafood because I had my plate. I had oysters and I had clams. And I'm sorry to all of the people who are vegans. And I had catfish. And I had all this huge platter of food. And I said I wanted to go back. So we just driving around. And it was dark. And all of a sudden we saw this black man. Shit, this motherfucker scared the shit out of me, and I really turned my goddamn head because I said I done seen something I ain't had no business looking at. But he had a broom in his hand in the night, and there was a curbstone. I guess that was his yard curbstone, and he didn't even look like this time period. He looked like somebody from the 1940s or 50s. He had these slacks on, and he had a hat on his head like with a brim on it and shit. And he was just doing like that, sweeping like that. I mean, he wasn't even swinging his head. He was just doing that, like that. And we started hitting. I said, oh shit. I said, this motherfucker is doing some work, and I don't want none of it on me, because I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Them folks believe in that voodoo and that hoodoo and all that other shit that'll fuck you up. I said, I don't want to see it. Do y'all know that I had, me and my son and Mr. Wheeler had a goddamn headache for a whole goddamn month. It felt like somebody was stabbing us in the top of our heads. Like this shit right here. Pass it. Striking us multiple blows and shit. That's out of nowhere. And shit. I'm like, this motherfucker fucked us up. Spells don't last for long. Don't let nobody tell you a spell lasts for long. They don't last long. They're gonna either go off, drop off of you, or they're gonna either take you out. One of the two. Now spells are what they say, spells. They can come and they can go. Sometimes you can get rid of the spell for good, and sometimes that spell will come back on you when you think you got rid of it. It's back again. But if you don't know nothing about down south, just be prepared to have your crucifix and all of that on. Just stay protected when you come down south, because these people down here, they really believe all the way from Tennessee all the way down to goddamn to the Isle. These people really strongly believe in Duppy, Orbia. You know what I'm saying? Voodoo is a religion. I don't care. Still, voodoo is some stuff that, to me, that will fuck you up. It's a bunch of spirits dealing with that, too. these spirit religions and stuff like that. Palo Mayambe, they believe in it. Witchcraft and all that. And you come down here, I'm coming down south. Stay away from these woods. You liable to hear or see anything. You can get something on you. And it would take you to come down here. You seen the movies like Jeepers Creepers? There's a lot of Jeepers Creepers type wooded areas here in the south. All the way from Mississippi, all the way to Georgia. Okay? I remember that one time we was on our way to um, Sparta. We were in Sparta. We were already there visiting Mr. Willis' cousin who's in Sparta. And we was riding down this road that looked like Jeepers Creepers, where you get those beavers. We were riding down there and it's pitch black. I don't know where y'all at, but like our wooded areas and stuff. And I think a lot of wooded areas in America and stuff like that. But we were riding down the street in the pitch blackness. Looked like it could have been cornfields. I don't know what was out there. It was this black man standing out halfway in the street. And his arm looked like it was mangled. He had a t-shirt on, a long t-shirt. That's when them long t-shirts was out. And it was dirty and wrinkled. And his pants he just looked disheveled. He looked like a zombie. And he had a do-rag on his head. He was just like this here. Standing on just almost where we can hit him. I said, whoo, put the metal to the metal and let's get the shit out. Put the pedal to the metal, okay? And let's get the hell up out of here. I see some shit that's scaring the hell out of me. And all nobody could see it was me, Mr. Willie, and I think Kenya. There were other passengers in there because we were in a van. They could not see them. You know, only we could see it. And so when we went back to the house and he was asking them, he was telling them about it, and they said that was one of the guys. He was a high schooler, but he looked old to us, you know. Said it was a high schooler that had gotten ran over by a car or truck or something like that. And they said periodically you can go out there and see him standing out there. Just standing over there on the side of the road. Okay then. Jude says Jeepers Creepers stories occurred in Michigan. I was told up north. I have to check. I don't doubt it because the woods is spooky. That's a whole another subject matter of the paranormal. The woods, the swamps, and the deserts. You got all kind of spirits that love those little places. They like to hang around because you got spirits that actually reside over. You understand certain things like the woods. You got wood spirits, woody spirits, and you have like desert spirits, and like when you're dealing with your mirages and stuff, like you see an ocean but it's not there. You know, it's like it's trapped in another dimension, but you can still see it. And then you got spirits that inhabit swampy areas, like the swamp people, the green swampy people and stuff like that. So, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go on since the crowd is dwindling. Oh, okay. Paul said I'm from New Orleans, but haven't been there in a while. It's not the same, Paul. Pretty Crystal Clear says jungle, Honduras, for example. Okay. Okay, thank you. Jude said, Mama, do you like Marie Laveau? Well, I can't say if I like her or if I don't like her, but honestly, I do not believe that she really is all of these different things they say she was. I'm more powerful than Marie Laveau. Okay? I'm going to say it again. I am far more powerful than Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau has been just, she's hype. That's all she is. There's no proof there was a Marie Laveau. Even though I hear Miss, I ain't gonna even call her name because see, she can flag me. Well, she wrote a book and she know who she is because she may be watching it. And she said she lived across the street from Marie Laveau. I really don't really. Anything can happen, you know. But honestly, I don't know what's this big hype about her because I mean it's a lot of powerful women out there. Like it's a lot of powerful women in the craft. You know what I'm saying? We're more powerful than she is. The only power she has is just so many people romanticizing her power. None of that stuff. I just don't believe none of that. I don't believe it. If from what I do see, if she did exist, is she just she was probably one that was she manipulated people, and it sounds like she was a very beautiful woman and she was able to get people to do whatever she want using her beauty or something like that. But supernatural, she don't have the supernatural power and the supernatural faith that I have. Okay, she lacks source and she don't have what you all have. I'm not hearing anything. I'm not listening to that. She was able to sway some judges and do this and do that. I mean, what's so perfect about that? We do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? I went to see the actual grave site, and it was just not believable. There's so many. Read the book on it. There's so much conflict. They said, look, some say this is how they describe it. Some say she was a very light skinned, fair skinned woman. Some say she was black as a crow. So it's a lot of conflict. Depending on who tells the story, will actually determine what she looked like. It says she wore a red bandana, which was typical around that time period for women to wear the red bandanas and the big old gypsy style earrings and the long flowered dresses and all of that stuff like that. But I don't necessarily believe it. I'm not saying it ain't true. I just don't necessarily believe that. And so, what else they said about her? She walked around with a snake around her neck and got all these people. That's a tall tale. Got all these people and stuff like that. Now, yes, I did go and see her grave, and I was not convinced because if you go down there to see it, it's a marble type monument because they can't bury their people under the ground because they'll come up out of the ground. So there's some type of way they have to keep the bodies above the ground because it's below sea level. Or is it below sea level? So many feet below sea level is what they say. So I went and it has a lady. You only believe what you see engraved in the granite. The granite or the marble says a whole nother name, whole nother last name. And then on the side of it, they have a gold plaque that they don't drilled in there, talking about this is Marie Laveau. Nah, why is her name not? Go and see for yourself. Why her name ain't engraved in the marble, Marie Laveau? Because they said if it was Marie Laveau, she was not buried in that particular cemetery. Cemetery number something. It's got a number to it. Yeah, let me see, Marie Laveau. Oh shoot, hold up. Do y'all know the number? Marie Laveau, because I went over there and I saw it. It was pre-Katrina. All this, honey, they need to quit all that line. And I'm going to tell you what I think it is. I'm going to tell y'all what I think it is. And this is a crock of shit. And it's disrespectful to whoever the dead person is. Now, when I saw it, it had a whole nother lady's name engraved in it. That's disrespectful to her. And then they have like a little brass plaque. I think that's the one, if I'm not mistaken. I might be showing y'all the one. Okay, here we go. See, that's what they did. They put on there like that. Here they just stuck a plaque on the side of this lady's grave. That is. Engraved in it once again is another lady's name. But the plaque, which is recent, is stuck on there. It says, tomb is reputed, burial place is reported, burial place of this victorious voodoo queen. Man, go on, get the fuck out of here. If it's a Marie Laveau, then I'll be a goddamn uncle's goddamn a monkey's uncle. Okay, that's some bullshit. And I'm gonna get to y'all about what that shit is all about. It's not Marie Laveau. Um, because where's her true grave? Now, that don't mean she don't exist because her true grave is not there. But it is said that if it was one, she was buried in a black's grave. This is not a black grave. Now you know, doggone one. Well, if this was a black woman, she would not be buried in no white grave. She wouldn't. She would be buried where black people at. So I don't believe it. I'm sorry, Marie Laveau. You got to show up. I don't believe in you just like I don't believe in Jesus. I do believe I am Jesus, and I do believe, if anything, I'm Marie Laveau. You know what I'm saying? Because her powers ain't no stronger than mine. My powers are stronger than Marie Laveau's. And your power is stronger than Marie Laveau because she don't even exist. What else I was going to say? What it is, and I'm not a prejudiced person by no means. I think what it is that, voodoo is derived from black people, from melanated people, and voodoo is so fascinating that people, these, not all people, there may be some white people who control the media. That's their way of finding a way into the actual practice of voodoo. So what better than to, pretend as if though y'all had to let this nail stay long right here while it recovers. So I didn't want to trim it. I'm random. But it's a way to find their way into such a magnificent, find a way to have some credit, you understand, in such a magnificent practice, basically. So why not choose somebody that you want to say was biracial and all of this and all of that, and glorify that situation, the fact that you can identify with her because she has, some European in her. You know what I'm saying? But in all honesty, I don't believe it. I don't know why we are glorifying her when, people have been practicing voodoo since Africa. You know what I'm saying? So like, what is the craze? I mean, I don't get it. I mean, it almost sounds as if though she was the only voodoo queen, or the only voodoo practitioner. What about the people who actually, were the ones that organized it? Like going way back. And I'm sure she was not the only practicing voodoo practitioner or queen or what have you in America. I'm sure it was others too. Was she supposed to be so much more powerful because she was biracial? I'm trying to get this understanding of why is she being glorified. So no, I don't believe in Marie Laveau. I don't believe. And you're not gonna infiltrate voodoo with that story because I'm never gonna believe it. If it's a Marie Laveau, just come over here and talk to me. Where you at, girl? I'm more powerful than you are. Come on now. Yeah, it may have been a Marie Laveau, a person with that name or something like that. I'm not saying that didn't exist. But all of this power that she had and all of that, man, get this out of him. Marie Laveau. That's me. And it's some other practitioners that feel like they her. If anything, it's just an energy. That's it. Just like Jesus is an energy and Santa is an energy and all of that. So that's the way I see it. All this about being a quatrain and all of that, trying to glorify, she was a quatrain and all of this and all of that. It's a way for them to glorify them with us. That's it. There's nothing wrong with being biracial. I think we're all beautiful in our own way. But I'm just saying, the way they put that spin on that thing, ooh, it makes you want to meet them. I need to meet this girl. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. Sharon says in another 30 years they'll say she was all white. I already that's why I have a problem with that. Already know what they finna get ready to do. It's their way of stealing our culture. In a little bit, she will be a white woman. Just like this Mun Brigitte. I was even on the Mun Brigitte. Oh, white Loa. I know the Loas are pretty upset right now. Because why would we glorify a white Loa and put a white Loa over all of the black Loas? Why would we do something like that? That's disrespectful to those that originated out of Africa. Now, it's a lot of people believe in Mama Brigitte. I am not trying to, you know, mess with your belief system. I think it's beautiful, and I think you should, be able to practice whatever you want to or what have you. But I'm just asking questions. That's all. I'm just asking questions. I don't mean no harm. Pretty Crystal Clear says, why the known over the unknown? Jude said Marie Laveau wasn't white. She will be in 30 years. Do y'all know how much of our culture has been robbed from us? How we get no credit for nothing? Especially hoodoo, baby. Everybody owns hoodoo. Matter of fact, they'll tell me in a minute how the hoodoo's supposed to be based upon what book they wrote. And I'm like, I thought I lived it. I really thought I lived it. I thought that it was, heavily practiced. And people don't realize hoodoo is not no religion, and it ain't nothing about I'm practicing hoodoo and stuff. It's no such thing. Hoodoo was just the way we live, and the way we still live. It's not no type of organization, no religious organization like voodoo or Christianity, anything like that. Hoodoo is a southern way of living. Due to all of the obstacles we face, like a high infant mortality rate, like a lack of hospitals, a lack of good health care, not a good adequate foods and stuff like those harsh, you know, situations that they live in back in the day, is the reason why, hoodoo derived itself from, you know, West African practices, and they claim Native American practices, but black people are the Native Americans. So I'm just confused as to what they mean about that. We are the Native Americans. I am indigenous, and all this stuff. But back to Africa, and go to Ghana, and we got land, and we have this and that for you or whatever and stuff like that. But I'm not from that place. You know what I'm saying? I do have West African heritage, but I was born here. So if I was born here, I'm indigenous all day long. I don't know why we have to pick a name, African such and such and such, but other races that live here, like Europeans, they don't have to adopt another name from another continent. That African American man and woman, that Caucasian, why do we have to be African American? Help me. I had no problem with Raven Simone when she said, I'm not an African American. She's right. What was the big hype? Oh, she put her foot in her mouth, and we don't want Raven Simone anymore. No, you know she's conscious. And they said, Oprah, so you said what? Oprah like, nah. Wait a minute. We got to continue on keeping this agenda going where we play dumb and shit around here, so we can keep the masses dumbed down. We can't do that, baby. And so they scared of her. They scared she gonna say something. They're like, baby, bye. Cause you're gonna be the went on and spill the beans, and we never will get them to thinking right. Paul says she was Creole. Jude says I'm Romanian and Swedish, which is everywhere. Beautiful. Pretty Crystal Clear says, why the Known over the unknown. I read that before. Right, pretty crystal clear. I like that. She says, afterlife infused by the believers lives on through the belief. Right. That's the only realness that she has. Um, Jew says, which queens come from every country is my opinion. I do believe that. Thank you. I used to study different people. Right, 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 right. Neither is New Orleans the birthplace of the practice, I think. Yeah, the birthplace of the practice is Benin and the Congos. That's where it is, but they glorify New Orleans. Like that's the birthplace. New Orleans and Haiti. New Orleans and Haiti. Baby, Africa. Africa all day long is where it come from. So if you want to call us African Americans, that means we got the voodoo blood in us too. Hello. So get used to it. But see, they'll take it away from you then. Oh no, you're not African. You see, they play game with you. You're black. It's a flip flop game that they can play, a psychological flip flop game. When you're glorifying West African heritage, knowing that, some very powerful religions and stuff like Ifa and what else? You got Ifa, you got Voodoo, Voodoo, you got these powerful religions and stuff, and then you can't associate yourself with it. You're no longer West African, or you're no longer African American. You become black. You know what I'm saying? So then when it comes to something, to try to rob you of your birthrights here in America, then all of a sudden you become African Americans. Go back to Africa. It's just a game, back and forth. You can't win. You just a flip flopper because they make you flip flop. That's basically what it is. But I'm here to tell you at the end of the day, we are indigenous, but we came from Africa. But we came from Africa when it wasn't nobody else here but us. We were the first people to charter the Americas. Us. Then later on they showed up with this Christopher Columbus character, this tall tale of Christopher Columbus. Then he shows up all of a sudden. Bull crap. You can't discover nothing when somebody already living on it. And the folks look like me. Okay? And they look like y'all. I'm not prejudiced. I'm just here to sit the record straight and just say, hey, come on now. Some of that stuff don't even sound believable. That's true. Paul says the grave that they show tourists isn't where she is. That's so true. That's not her grave. And people be over there leaving their shoes over there. The face. I think it's so disrespectful to whoever is buried there. Because I want y'all to see for yourself. Marie Laveau's name is not engraved in that marble or in that granite. So think about it. Whoever she is, she may not even be able to rest, knowing that her resting place, she got shoes and eyeglasses and shades. And I went over there, honey. They had a basketball over there and all kind of stuff. I said, oh, this is a mess. Because these people feel like if they leave their shoes there, she's going to help them and stuff like that. Leave your shoes there, Marie Laveau will come in and help you out. Okay, y'all, I think I better go. Okay, so if y'all haven't already, could you please rate and subscribe? And yes, Sharon says Dan Calloway goes into detail about this on his channel. Also, they weren't necessarily putting Africans in ships and shipping here. Honey, that was the opposite way around. They was taking us and putting us on ships and shipping us over there. That's the way it really went. It'd make more sense than that other way. If they even was able to do that, how you gonna keep a whole bunch of human beings on the ship alive for 30 days? I'm not saying they didn't do it, but I would like to know how you do that. For 30 days? What you fed these people for 30 fucking days? Ah. You might have took them a little ways down the road, I mean down the river, down the ocean, but 30 days. Do you know how much food would have to be on the ship? How much cooking and stuff like they would have to do unless they just ate each other or something? Something ain't right. Okay, y'all. Good night. Please rate and subscribe.